Because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Hello.
I was
What's
vibing.
up? Yes.
As
We
always.
always got to give Xray a minute to finish the vibe.
Let me finish, goddammit.
Let me finish my vibe.
Can anyone remember last week?
No.
I couldn't.
Actually, not really.
What
You
happened
guys
last week?
Did we do a stream last week? I don't know.
We did. We did. We haven't skipped in a long while.
No, so Disparu and Xray definitely I would say they got a little more drunk than I did. Maybe Disparu was definitely way up there. Like this was Disparu, and then Xray was right there, and then I was a little like I was feeling it. 'Cause I was
Yeah,
mixing
Yeah,
it.
because I don't have a shot glass. That you were like, oh, let's do it. I can't. So I was like, oh. Yeah, that was.
It's
really
been a
bad.
week, and it's like being sober, I feel more foggy about my memory.
I know, right? She needs to get a drink then, But
I do
dry
have a drink.
January. She's got a
For dry January.
mocktail.
Have a drink for dry January.
No, it's not.
A mocktail.
joke,
There's
it's
no
a
way to term
joke.
it.
It's literally just fizzy water and Mio. So
Oh,
Nice. It looks fancy.
yeah,
that's what happens when you just put it in a massive glass.
it just looks the bigger the glass, the better.
Did you see Drunk 3PO's photo?
Oh my god, the glass was as big as his butt.
That wasn't what I was. It's not what I was going to compare it against. Then again,
my
I'm not seeing
God.
it, so.
King, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships.
Ooh, dang.
Coming in. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, you know what we're gonna get?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
queen.
Yes.
Yeah. And before I forget this one, we'll get these out of the way real quick. There's one more for Disparu. Thank you for the $5 and mate. I'm gonna call you mate.
I didn't see
Maybe.
Transformers.
Well,
Hey, Disparu, as a fan of Beast Wars, what do you think of Transformers Rise of the Beast from last year? Let's get saucy. I didn't see
I like
Rise of the... I heard it was trash, so I never saw it. But I'm a big fan of Beast Wars, though. I always use it as the example of when people are like, oh, it's awful, it's boring, it's a terrible story, but it's a kid's show. It's like, that's not an excuse. Like, I'd hold them to the same level of quality as anything else. And shows like Beast Wars are for that. They've got a really complex thing. Actually, there's a storyline about fate and whether your life is worth living if fate means that you can't have any decisions because you don't have free will. So that's a really complex story, but it was... Back then, they used to trust kids to be intelligent.
I liked Blue's Clues for a kids show and the Magic School Bus. Oh, the Magic.
Oh my god, the
School Bus
memes
is
that have
so
come out of
good.
that now, though, like the millennials that have made memes, like
What
with
was
Miss.
the one?
I feel so
There was
old.
the one where like, what was the one where they was like she took they went up like someone's butt. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like I don't know, it was something weird. Never mind. I can't back up what I'm saying, so I'm not gonna talk about it.
Over here, it wasn't my generation, it was my parents' generation, though. We had the clangers that I
never heard of it.
believe... Yeah, it was like a stop motion thing, but they were like mice that lived on the moon. And they all
Moon
spoke
sounds
with like
trippy.
whistles. You know, like there's like a metal tube and you like pull it out. You go, and, like, they
Oh,
spoke like
yeah.
that. But they had a script. So they didn't just do it off nothing. There was a guy whistling to a script he was saying. And it came out later on, after the show got cancelled, that the script was just full of like slurs and swear words. It was the most R-rated thing you've ever seen. But because it was a whistle, nobody
You had
knew
no
it was just a
idea.
kid's show. Like, and it was just abusing this thing in front of him.
Remember on Magic School Bus when the redhead kid died for a second when he took his helmet off and his
Arnold?
face froze? Was it Arnold? Yeah, Arnold. Do you remember that he took his
Arnold.
helmet off and his face just froze and like, damn.
Oh yes, I remember
that
that episode. They were in space. The one I remember the most is the one where he was eating those cheese puffs and turned like orange. And
Oh,
I
I
thought that if I ate cheesies, I'd turn orange. So I tried really hard. It didn't work.
I really wanted to be orange. I was going
I
for that
don't
vibe.
Wanted to be an orange man before orange man was a thing.
We had Bodger and Badger when I was a kid. It was literally this guy with a puppet. He was a badger. And the entire thing was just about how they love mashed potato, and every time the puppet would just cover him in mashed potato, like hit him in the face with a wooden spoon
Sounds
with mashed potato on. Bodger and Badger. Like, I've started putting like references to kids shows I watched as a kid into videos, and that was one of them. So far, I've got through Biker Grove and Bodger and Badger. I'm like, Americans will have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no clue.
Did you have bananas in pajamas?
Bananas
yeah.
in pajamas are coming down the stairs.
And then later on, they re-released it as like a CGI one.
I never
rather than
watched
people.
it.
Well, no, nor did I, because I was
I mean,
told for it then,
adult.
but
Yeah.
I remember it being re-released. They did that for quite a few shows.
British, right? That was actually a British show, wasn't it? I mean, I might be thinking of something else, but I feel like
probably just because I don't know how else it got over here.
yeah, that's true.
It'd be weird for our stuff to go over there, though.
No,
it's Australian.
I was like, I watched Teletubbies a little bit. I thought Poe was.
That
cute.
explains it.
One.
I mean, if it's Australian, they were probably drunk when they made it.
And like crazy, all the Teletubbies. And the baby and the son was really weird for me.
In the United States, the pajamas was modified to reflect the American spelling of pajamas.
Pajamas. Bananas and pajamas.
Bananas.
You spell it with 2 A's?
Wait,
what?
Pajamas.
You spell it with 2 A's.
How? Okay, show. I want to see this.
Show the proof.
Show and tell.
I don't spell it with 2
I don't
A's.
think I've ever shared my page. Oh, hang on.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know how to do
Drop the link. I'll share it.
How's everybody?
That'll be a lot faster.
Doing? We see you guys. Thank you for being here. We hit our record again last week because
that was insane. I do remember that.
Remember that we hit a bunch of records last week, but we also hit another one on that stream because we hit 12K views.
I remember breaking it, but I was so off my face. My only thought was, why? Like, why are people watching this?
Welcome. Happy New Year. Sorry you have to watch be drunk. I hope it was fun.
Because they love Disparu, and there was quite a bit of Disparu.
There was a lot of sass last week.
I can't remember the sass.
Where are the 2 A's?
No, if it says in third line halfway across.
Yeah, PY.
Yeah, if you read the text though, third line halfway across, it says in the United States.
The pajamas in the title was modified to reflect the American spelling of pajamas. Pajamas. You gotta say American.
I mean, I would have kept it the same. Teach her how to spell. How are you gonna learn if we keep changing it to your incorrect spellings?
They
Stop putting the U's back into things.
With spelling at first, and then more as time passed. Oh,
pajamas. What? Oh, Wicked Steel, thank you for the $5. Hey, Wicked Xray and Disparu, loved your arcade short, and you look beautiful. Ah, well, thank you. That was a fun little place I had never been to. It's a Masuda Chow's, and it's there's an arcade and a bar upstairs, and then a restaurant and a bar downstairs. Pretty cool.
Did you play any of the games?
Yeah, I did. I played a few. I found a little. The whole thing was covered in arcade games, like the whole upstairs. But I found a little corner where there wasn't really anybody, and I was playing Punch Out. I played a couple other games, but like that was a nice.
We should play some.
We could, yeah. We should go.
I'm excited.
I'm down. This was like, I just think pajamas are stupid.
Pajamas are stupid. Like, what is the point? What is the point of pajamas?
We had a whole conversation about pajamas. Pajamas.
Pajamas.
Yeah, the only reason is they're comfortable. Yeah, if they were that comfortable, you'd wear them all the time.
I am wearing them. I'm wearing them during the day.
Listen, most of my streams, I have pajama pants on. I got jeans on today.
Yeah, they're not that good then. The jeans were better than the pajamas.
No, I just was too lazy to get changed.
Wait, Disparu, what do you wear on stream for your pants? Like, do you wear
jeans?
Jeans?
Always wear jeans.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never wear uncomfortable pants.
These are like kind of, I don't know.
Buy jeans that fit and they're not uncomfortable.
They're just tight, and then I like to bring my knees up to my chest. Fit. And it's harder to.
I'm not
bend
wearing skinny jeans.
I do.
I think the chat is divided.
I'm not
okay,
a woman.
Chat. Do you guys like pajamas?
Or a Zoomer. For some reason, I don't. I don't know what's wrong with the Zoomers, but for some reason, there's a load of men that wear skinny jeans, and they always remind me of birds because their legs are so thin, they look like they're about to snap. They are not men's legs. Men should not be wearing skinny jeans. You look like a bird.
It's bad for your balls. I'm just.
Or like,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure they have any at this point.
Guys that wear skinny jeans and they look like those dogs. Like there's a meme of like
kind of
those
men
dogs,
across the legs.
dogs that like have really tiny legs. You know, you guys ever see it? Crap, I gotta find it. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh no! It just made me think of that Bass Pro video where the guy went for a swim. Have you seen it?
No.
I don't know why that popped in my head.
I can't think of it.
Yeah. Apparently, this guy went for a skinny dip in a Bass Pro shop.
What?
People are crazy up there. Okay. Darth Loverboy. I like to make men feel uncomfortable.
That is exactly
so
it. It isn't men over. It's just men in skinny jeans. That's all it is.
I think if you're that skinny of legs and your upper body looks like that,
no, that's how all men look in skinny jeans. It looks
He's
weird.
like, you can't change my mind. He is set on this. Pajamas are lame, and skinny jeans make you look like a chicken. Disparu.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not
no,
wrong.
they just do.
I get it.
Pull up pictures of men in skinny jeans.
There's a lack of booty on that dog. It makes me sad.
He needs to do some squats.
Yeah.
Look, just because you want extra meat for you to eat later does not the point.
By the
You're
way,
just like, I wish there was more chicken on that bone. That's the equivalent.
I'm gonna out Disparu, but he watches a lot of animal videos, and it's very adorable.
Does.
I do. It's the same few Twitter
lover.
things, but they post all the time.
I love it though. The more animal, well, yours is more cats than dogs, whereas mine is dogs. Sometimes
No, it's I can't remember the thing. It's
at
like
least the ones that
it's
you
a
dropped
German-sounding
recently.
name. The one I have all the time pop up. Can't remember what it is.
My Twitter, it's not my Twitter. My Instagram is the worst. Like if you look at the For You page, it is all dogs. Here. There you go. And
I think the one I follow is just like, if anything cute or disastrous happens, they post it, and a lot of that happens to cats. Like
This
dogs don't do as many things as cats do.
Oh God.
it looks horrible because it's overexposed.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether that was your webcam or just the
No,
picture.
it was the webcam.
I could just see like the eyes, the searing eyes.
Yeah.
Just rewatch dog videos because he thinks they're cute. Xray is just ordering dinner.
Yeah,
Aw.
she drools.
Aw, maybe. It's okay. It's part of my
She's
heritage.
like,
I have
I'm
to embrace
hungry
it,
now.
Okay. Makes for good memes.
It does.
The dog did need more meat on it.
Yeah, like when you're holding the dog, just like, ah.
I love on stream, like just bothering Rocky that way. I'll like bite his ear. He gets really bothered by it.
I'm not
You don't like it
surprised.
when I chew on him.
Try it on Mark, he'd probably get bothered as well.
No, Mark likes it. There's a difference. Oh no.
Until he lost a bit.
Oh, this is for you. This is for you, Disparu. Can you also read the name? Thank you. Thank you for the 199.
Death by Snoo Snoo for 199 says, this brew shows your pecs. It's like, well, the closest you're going to get to that is if I was wearing Rings of Power Numenorian armor.
Yeah.
The Moob
Disparu
armor.
didn't even want to take off his sweater last week.
I know. We got a little tease. He was like, not doing it.
You don't remember?
No.
You don't remember? I think it was Joe in
No,
the chat.
I'm
was
trying
like,
to even work out what you meant by sweater. Wouldn't it be
Oh,
this?
sorry.
Your hoodie, your
Your
hoodie.
zipper hoodie thing. The layer
No,
above your
no,
t-shirt.
I do remember this. I had the same arc, yeah, because it was a t-shirt underneath, and people were like, take it off. I'm like, yeah, but there's just a t-shirt underneath. What's the point? It was more than it was pointless to do.
Wait, sorry, I'm going to amend this. It's not, I like to make men feel uncomfortable. I like to make Disparu feel uncomfortable. It
You
doesn't
never even
work,
made me
though.
feel uncomfortable. I'm not even uncomfortable now.
I know.
it's hard. Wait, one day,
I like to try.
one day, actually, we'll get him. The street bike guy, thank you for the $2. Disparu likes his men to wear pleated mini skirts. Is this true?
Yes, only when they're called the Doctor and they're
Wow.
Cutie Gatwa.
Ian,
Ian.
thank you for the 50 pounds. I don't even own pajamas. I just walk around until I fall asleep.
Oh, that's gonna be the American spelling next week, mate. So you know,
Pajamza.
we can't trust them.
Pajamas.
I love it. I love it.
Pajamas. Yeah,
That's always the thing, actually, with
More
Cutie
fun way to
Gatwa's
say it.
skirt. Everyone was like, "It's a kilt! It's a kilt!" It's like, no, it's only a kilt if you're Scottish. He's not Scottish.
I want a kilt. Can a girl wear a kilt? Is that a thing?
That'd just be a skirt.
That's true.
You can wear a kilt anytime.
Cool. Can a girl wear a kilt?
It would
Google it.
literally just be a
We'll
pleated
answer all
skirt.
your questions. Oh, let me get
Can be worn by anyone regardless of gender.
Okay. I
Okay.
mean, it's just a piece of fabric. There's not like a law against it. but
That's
it would
why
just
men
be
wear
a
dresses,
skirt.
I guess.
Well, because there
Wow.
not a law against it? I mean, maybe.
Because
There's probably other reasons.
He said a girl can
Not
wear
just
a
because
kilt.
I can.
Ironically, they're longer than men's kilts. Really, a girl like
I
so,
feel
so
like
there's-
oh, I feel like it'd have to be longer for a man because of the balls.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why that is pretty ironic.
I mean, it depends on the age, right? I mean,
Or
gravity
the
affects everyone.
temperature.
By the time they're in the mid-50s, it's already tucked in the shoe. It'll be fine.
Oh, is that a
Hey,
real thing?
look,
When you get older, they drop lower.
Gravity affects everybody.
Oh, do your
Yeah,
balls?
you know,
hang low?
by
Do
the
they
time you're in
bubble
your
for the
mid-50s,
time
you walk
in
into the
night?
bathroom in the middle of the night playing a game of swing football.
This is kind
Wow.
of what I was thinking, Tara. A woman with a kilt on will look more like a schoolgirl skirt, kind of. I feel like, well, if it's longer, maybe I don't know. I feel like they're the same vibe. I don't know.
Maybe at the con I'll get a schoolgirl outfit. I've always wanted to get one with like the Japanese schoolgirl.
I mean, Ian,
Like
I'd say that was to
He works in
preserve
the
their
industry. He
decency,
knows
but this is
things.
Scotland.
Mark of Reality, thank you for being a member for 6 months. It has been confirmed Gina will be at MegaCon, and I hear Nerdrotic will be too.
Yeah, Gary's gonna be there for sure. As well as Ripa and a couple people from this panel. Who knows?
Who knows? It's going to be a surprise. Oh, God. And
There's three of
so
us.
much excitement.
How much is of a surprise will it be?
Right.
Oh, so there's 10 people to choose from.
Okay, if one of us were to be gay, who do you think it'd be out of this whole panel?
Definitely Disparu. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Wicked's got a kid, so that'd be a miracle.
So are you saying Xray then? Is that your choice? Well, she did say that she would get a girlfriend in prison. So I
Well,
guess
Mark would
that's
need a
only in
massive
prison.
secret if that was the
that
case.
is a need versus a want. Okay,
that's
It's not.
you
It's
know,
not just Mike's leg. Mark's
that's
leg,
her
which is
fight
missing.
or flight mode is getting
Yeah,
a good girl,
if
which
I
makes
can't take
sense.
care of
I
myself-
can agree with it.
I'll get someone else to take care of me.
If I can, will do it for me.
In many ways than one.
MTV Steve, thank you for the $4.99. Says wear boxer shorts. Keep that sperm count up. Words of wisdom from a friend from years ago. Keep it saucy. Thank
It
you so much
absolutely
for
is
the
true.
$4.99.
Your body, the reason your
Oh, I thought we were still in the
balls-
pajama conversation. I've
the
just got
balls like hang low is so that it could stay 2 degrees colder than your body. So if it's always up to you, it will actually kill your sperm.
It's one of my favorite.
Tom's coming at you.
Pieces of literature from school was that one hangs lower than the other one, so they don't bang together as you run. I was like, oh, evolution is an intelligent friend.
Bang.
So they don't bang together when they run.
That's what it
says that
says.
you
I was like,
actually-
it
Everyone
makes
was-
sense. No, you can't be sprinting through the Amazon like after the whatever you're hunting with a spear, lobbing it, going ah, this is agony. Like it doesn't work. So it makes a lot of sense.
Everyone understands that you actually-
Everyone understands that you actually.
Okay, if one of us were to be gay, who do you think it'd be out of this whole panel? I don't have balls, so I don't know.
Would it know?
That
But
they'd
it's
be
so
very
fun.
painful. Don't bang them together.
What's that thing people have on their desk that goes?
Yeah, don't do
Oh,
that with them.
Don't
I mean, for a
That's
start,
what I'm
you'd need like
imagining.
about how many? I don't know how many are in there. Maybe 4 guys in a row. That'd probably work. I'm not sure how you just pull out one on each end. That'd be a weird conversation.
Just a little bit.
You have to start debating who'd go first.
The chat.
The chat just
Turn.
said I'm a lesbian.
That's
Yeah.
never wrong.
Well, I have been in bed with 2 different women this year, so
Yeah, that's true. After Lady G's
Lady G
message
and
on Twitter,
Sarah, so
the fact that she
another
didn't know
one,
the response to that kind of blows my mind. And she just got more angry the more she spoke to me about it, because she's like, my husband's agreeing with you and it's making me mad. And I was like, yeah, that's because everybody knows.
I love Lady G. She's so innocent and not at the same time.
The best bit about it was you could tell, like, I'd said something to her and she went with him. She went to him to check if I was correct or not. And he's like, yes.
Oh my god.
It's probably the first time she's ever faced off against the patriarchy.
The patriarchy. Oh, poor Lady G. She gets
Oh,
herself
no.
into those situations.
Did you see, like, he posted something on her Twitter feed the other day. It literally ended with, yes, she's gone into the gas station and she doesn't know I'm doing this.
Wait, who posted this?
Lady G's husband posted on her Twitter account because she went to pay for something.
Oh, I missed
And she's
this.
like, she left her phone here.
Oh, I love that. Like, Lord Gravemaster can do that.
He's done it several times. That's why when she posted that about you, I thought that was him. I thought he was taking the piss. And he's like, no, she had just had no idea what she was posting.
She's so sweet. I love it. I
Aw.
love it.
Innocent.
She can get away with it too. But when I say dirty things, people think I do it on purpose.
But that's
Like-
because it's genuine with her.
It is with me sometimes. too.
Oh, come on.
Like 50% of the time, all the time. Okay.
50% of the time, all the time. I'm gonna call you mate. Mate, thank you for the $5. Hey, Disparu, what did you think about the values on display in Godzilla -1? By the way, hi, Extra Girl and Wicked. Hi.
Hello.
I've still not seen it. I mean, a lot of people talk about like fatherly figures and stuff, but I've still not seen the movie.
You need to watch it. If you
Yeah,
can.
so do I.
I
I'm gonna
keep
try
telling
to
people I'm
go.
not a movie
I'm so
person.
busy. I love going to the movies. I
At the
gotta go. I
moment,
just been busy with family. I thought I was gonna see like the first week I got here, and then I've just been doing so much stuff. But I think
at the
this
moment
week,
I've been going along through.
next week, whatever.
This is going to be an interesting thing to try and pronounce. Gyeong Seong Creature on Netflix. That's an interesting
Can
thing.
you put the word in the chat? I want to try saying it.
Okay.
Demajani, thank you for the $2.
Hi.
Pimp raid, hail panel. Thank you for the raid. Hello,
Cheers,
Demajani.
Demajani.
Raider comes in with a 5681. Very precise.
Wow.
Says nothing. And here you go. We know what you want.
Do you want me to put a clap?
Yeah, get a clap and he'll get a
You
sound.
want extra girls to get the clap. Oh. Saucy.
Sauce.
You know what? We didn't. This is for Ian too, because we didn't give Ian one.
Saucy.
Sorry.
He
Still
got a yacht
recovering from
queen,
that.
didn't he? Oh no, that was the gifted memberships.
There you go. Sorry. And
So
Mark of Reality, another 2. Thank you. So go run a hurdle race in boxers. Ouch. Wouldn't that hurt? They'd be just. I don't know how it works. There's,
I mean,
If
it only
you
hurt if
run,
you missed
should
the
wear
hurdle.
If you run, should you wear boxer briefs?
like, should you have them tucked in if you run?
Oh, are we on about like sports
Oh,
boxes?
right.
I don't even think they're a thing.
Like no boxer briefs. It just holds it a bit closer to you.
Oh, those are horrible. I
Okay.
can't. Some people wear those all the time. I can't stand them.
Because they're too tight.
Well, it's weird.
I don't know. I
it-
don't know what
it-
it's like to be a man.
Well, it's like well, no, I suppose it's like much like the push-up bras and everything, where it's just like shoved up there. You don't want anything like that for your Your dangly bits. It doesn't work. No.
So in dancing,
Let gravity take over. Tuck them in your sock. It'll be better.
so in dancing, like, have you know those like ballerinas, and then there's the male ballerinas. I forgot the name of them, but anyways, they have this thing called dancer's belt, which is essentially like a cup, a soft cup, and then like it's a thong in the back so that it holds everything in place, because they wear super tight tights. You don't want to see everything, and I think it's so funny that it's called a dancer's belt, but it's basically like a thong with a cup.
Disparu's picturing it.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
It's totally
what I was working out, I was trying to work out just how close that would be to like a general sports one. I think it'd probably be very similar anyway.
to like football maybe, but the football one is
Yeah,
hard.
like no, there's like rugby and stuff.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I assumed the ballerina one would be as well, but yeah, you probably, I don't know why it'd need to be.
no one's
Andrew
gonna
Matthews.
be
The moment you say cup to me,
correct.
it just implies like protection. Like, the ballerina's gonna be going.
it's like it's a little padded so it holds you in place. It's like a padded bra, but for your balls and your junk.
Yeah, but there are boxes for that.
For your giblets.
No, but like
There's
the-
like a
the
little
tights are
pouch
so
and stuff.
tight.
It's just bizarre.
It's like skinny jeans, but for a man.
Yeah. I'm
But
against
they
all of
have
that kind of
muscular
stuff.
legs.
People need to stop it. The cretins. Rampant degeneracy on display.
Hashtag
No.
cancel skinny
No
jeans.
skinny jeans.
No,
Burn the
no
hashtag
pajamas.
burn
No
skinny
skinny jeans. Andrew Matthews, thank you for the 2 pounds. Xray is a walking innuendo.
Yes, facts.
Yeah, yes, it's very true. And Ian had to clarify. Thank you for the 50 before I forget to do the
I like
hair.
that it's a kilt industry.
Kilt industry.
Big
Here you
kilt.
go. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, queen.
He says,
Never underestimate the power of big kilt.
to clarify, I used to work in the kilt industry. I haven't measured a man's inner leg in years professionally.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa.
Wait. Why do
You
you
were
have
like a
to
tailor or
measure
something?
a man's inner leg for a kilt?
Xray has questions, and I actually
Because
have
it'd be
the
for
same
the
question.
size.
But why the inner leg? It's not going all the way to their ankles.
Well, you have to know like whether it
No one's surprised, Cody.
have
No
to know-
one's surprised
you-
by that
has
comment.
to go down a certain distance.
It makes no
I'm
sense.
surprised he wears thongs.
You thought he just would go commando, like
Yeah,
just let it all.
I thought it'd just be like,
on it.
Come
Can
on,
we
ladies.
I don't know if they're skinny jeans. Are they skinny jeans? Do you wear skinny jeans,
If you
Camelot?
wear skinny jeans, then Disparu has canceled you.
I don't think he wears skinny jeans. He wouldn't
He
want to
might.
look like a chicken.
He has, I think he has muscular legs, from what I
No,
remember.
skinny jeans make every single person look like a chicken. They do not. There's no such thing as muscly legs in skinny jeans. They don't exist.
Sorry.
Westward Smile, thank you for the $2. Are we going to get a Saucy Saturday live in a month?
I hope that I'm alive in a month.
I hope that you're going to be, no, he means like together, all of us.
I hope I live for another month.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're gonna be alive in a month. It's like I hope so.
We're so short term. I love it.
Knock on wood.
Possibly.
Oh, okay. So here we go. We don't have to cancel Camelot. My quads
See?
don't fit in skinnies.
That's my point. A man doesn't fit in skinny jeans. It's impossible. I don't think it's ever been done.
So if you fit in skinny jeans, is Disparu doesn't think you're a man.
Yes.
Someone in the chat is crying right now, and they're gonna go
Snopes fact
shopping.
check coming up. Fact check true.
I love the soundboard.
Yes, the most fun with that. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
The
Chat.
chat's agreeing with you. Okay.
Exactly. Of course they are.
All right, we need
Chats
to
aren't
test every man.
imbeciles. They've seen men before.
Well,
This isn't controversial.
unless you're watching today's Marvel movies.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
When
Though
speaking of that,
made
do
me
you have the
laugh.
clip ready, Disparu?
I don't have the clip. He didn't tell me I needed to get the clip ready.
You got a clip ready?
I said the clips were on my Twitter. I didn't say I was getting them ready.
Oh, so we have to look for it. We got to
I
do
will
all the
look
work.
for it. I will look for it.
He's on
There
it.
was
He's on
somebody,
it.
I can't remember who it was, but there was a woman complaining that men wouldn't do rom-coms And then you read the article, and what she was specifically after, with rom-coms, you need like a strong man. So you basically, a Marvel, you need the Marvel men. I can't get the Marvel men to do rom-coms was essentially her entire article, just whining that they wouldn't do it. It's like, yeah, maybe rather than going for the Marvel men who clearly have bigger roles to do, you just lower your standards to all the other actors in the world. She's like, no, I want the Marvel people to do rom-coms specifically so she could get with them. Is the only thing I could take from the article.
Did you guys see that James Gunn says he wants Margot Robbie to stay in his universe, even if it's not as Harley Quinn? And everyone's like, oh, he wants basically the most popular actress in the world right now to be in his movies. No kidding.
No surprise there.
It would be so stupid. Like, I know people are sick to death of Harley, but it's like, it would just be too much if he switched her to somebody else, because she did do a good job as Harley. I thought some of the writing, like Birds of Prey, was garbage. The second Suicide Squad was all right. She did a good job portraying the character. She just had crappy writing.
That was the funny thing about her and Barbie. When she said, I sold Barbie to them as $1 billion idea. I probably oversold it. It's like, actually, no, you didn't.
Yeah, she was just really excited for it.
Even she thought she'd oversold it.
She was like, I just want to get it done, but she didn't. The one thing I said about that movie, love it or hate it or love it or be in the middle like I was, it just showed how much women are like hungry for a feminine girly movie.
I put in the chat the 2 videos of the Echo interviews. I would post the other one that I also posted with the fight in it, except the fan account which had it on blocked me. So I don't know which one it is.
Oh no, what did you say?
If you have the fight, I've got the other 2. It was probably when I said I don't want my entertainment ruined by the audio cutting out, because I can hear and it's an audio-visual medium, so I can imagine what it's like not to be able to hear anything. I don't really care if the main actress is deaf. I don't want anyone to pretend they're deaf. It ruins the entire entertainment. What is the point? Movies have visuals and audio. If you remove the audio, you've destroyed half the movie. Just because she can't hear doesn't mean I can't.
We don't have to be immersed in her world to understand what she's going through.
Well, I don't care what she's going through. I'm watching a movie.
Well, and the only time I've ever seen, like, when they put we'll call it a very silent moment, it's when you're trying to build tension. Like in Godzilla, if you see it, Disparu, you'll understand. When things get crazy, that moment of silence, however long it is, makes you just feel your like heartbeat, and you're just like, oh my God, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? You can't do that for like a whole movie. It just doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, the thing is, in this, the director specifically spoke about how you would be in her world, and she's like, I don't want to spoil it for you. I don't want to spoil it for you, but you'll still understand what happens. And I'm like, yeah, we all know what it is. Like, in the fight scene, you're going to cut out the sound or something stupid.
That would be interesting if they did, like, even like, I don't know, if they did that right, maybe not the whole show, but if they did certain scenes like proper, it would be kind of interesting.
Well, I said your life experiences are relevant. Don't damage your entertainment for your inferiority complex.
Yeah.
They are literally doing the camera shoots, right? So normally a close-up would be of your face, because that's what matters. Whereas in this, because they're signing, they want her hands in every scene, so we can see her signing. I don't know why. It's not important that we see her signing. We're not going to understand the sign language anyway. It's entirely irrelevant to the audience. But because they want to virtue over it, all scenes will be their head and their body so that you can see their hands. But because they've got to do that for the main actress, because she has to sign everything, every single character in the entire show is now also going to include their hands, whether they're signing or not, whether she's in the scene or not, because their idea of equality means everybody is treated the same. And so they are ruining the art specifically because she's deaf. And to me, this is no different than making a Daredevil movie where there's no screen. Like, you don't see any images at all because he's blind. Stupid.
Yep. I think we should just have a black screen for Daredevil. If they're going to do this, it would be just so much easier. They don't have to spend that much money, okay?
And when they're both on set...
screen with some noises, it's
like,
fine.
When they're both on the scene together, we have no audio and no visual. Just 7 minutes of nothing.
I think that would be better than what's out there.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a good point, considering the fight scene.
Oh my god. All right, let's see this.
Well, I'm an actor, so I have to service the story that's put in front of me. I have to do my best to make the story written work. Well, I'm an actor, so
High praise there from him.
It
I
has
mean,
to
they
work
gave me a
somehow.
script. I had to try and make it work.
Somehow is the word that's missing.
Yeah,
Oh,
And he kind of realizes later on that he's gone too far. He's like, this is probably the best version of the character that it could have been. And then they ask him, so what did you add to the character that wasn't on the page? And he says, emotion.
oh no.
He's literally, he starts talking about, they've got they're like a father and daughter, so I needed to add like the emotional bond between them. I'm like,
That should be inherent.
yeah, that's the key part of your character. Then the director says that was the key part of the character, and it wasn't on the page. He put it in there, and then he says like, I think it's important because he's not as scary if he doesn't like have emotion. And I'm like, yeah, kind of.
But that's writers for you, though. Writers don't know how to do things like that. The fact that they're putting their hands and their face, like part of visual, like movies, is the visual aspect. You're not talking. It's not just the verbal communication. It's visual communication. It's the music that's put on top of it that adds emotion to the scenes, and kind of having that there kind of takes it away, I think. And it's distraction. It's an absolute distraction.
Ian,
Wow.
thank you for the 50 pounds. Black
He's
Shoe
not
just
wrong,
voiced
is he?
Game of Thrones season 8. Sorry, I'm gonna get back to the other super chats, guys. That was just very relevant in this moment.
Especially the fight. Oh, the fight, and I think it was the penultimate episode with the Night King. You couldn't see anything at all.
No, not really.
I'm
Oh
gonna
God, here it
slow
is.
it down.
Just
It's
the
so much
pause.
funnier.
Oh
Slow
my
down.
God. Why
It's
does that
so much
pause?
funnier.
That spot is so funny the way it's.
I know. This is
pause.
me watching the movie.
Oh, by the way, from the
He's
Screen Rant interview, the guy said that fight scene was amazing. It goes on for like 7 minutes. So this isn't the entire fight. This
It's
is
only
the
a
tail
minute.
end of the fight.
Yep. Bet. We'll see how great this is.
I mean, those first two punches, you can't even get them correct. What? I don't even know what he did with that.
Now, Gary did
I haven't
say
seen
that
this yet.
they wanted to do this like one shot, kind of like how Daredevil did it.
Yeah, they're
No,
trying to fake it.
it doesn't work. There's a reason why so many fight scenes are dark, so that you don't see
There's
how
no
bad
force
it
in
is.
her blows at all.
And it's too like the cut shots are great because then it makes it look real or more real. Like there are
Yeah,
times
that's a
her
good
arm
question,
isn't even
Regan
like
Yeah, but there's fights.
like look at him hit
what
her.
What is it? It's the British spy thing.
British spy thing.
Yeah, I can't
The
remember. his
one
name.
with the
It's set in a tailor shop.
Kingsman.
Kingsman. Yeah, they do a really long fight in a church, which is all essentially one shot. Does the same thing as this. It does false cuts, but they've tried to make it look as if it's one shot. That looks great. This would not have been saved with cuts because they would have shown punches, but every single punch looks like it misses by a mile. And the thing is, there's one good part of this fight, and it's coming up. And it is when the other man comes in. And I half wonder whether they're just scared to hit a woman. Like, because the other guy comes in, they do, like, and it's an entirely different, like, scene. He literally just tackles him to the ground, and they do not care at all. But the moment you start kicking a woman, he's like, I think they're too scared to do it properly.
Like kicking a woman who has.
Look at this guy. This guy goes for it. Look at that.
He just goes for it.
They would not have done that to the other stunt woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I do wonder whether it's just like they hold back because it's far slower. That is easily the best part of the fight because it's the most realistic because it actually did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. I mean, I give her kudos for being able to move like that with a leg because it is harder to do these types of movements, but still.
I mean,
like Like
Look,
that's the thing.
in real life, I would give someone credit for that. If you're in a TV show in an action role, no,
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 because I can't believe it.
if you can't do the role, then you wouldn't be in it. So
Yeah, but that's the
this is
problem.
really
They're
awful.
killing.
What he does here, he kicks that, and then he blocks her with one thing, and then he just leans on it for no reason whatsoever. It's bizarre. Like, what is this? He just waits for it.
I just leaned in just to get punched.
Yeah, it's like she was supposed to hit him, but didn't. So he just did the move anyway.
This makes me think of the fights in Ahsoka where poor what's her face? The girl who plays Ahsoka was just so much slower
Yes,
than Hayden.
and you can see
Rosario
that in this.
Dawson?
Look at how well he dives through this. The dive itself is incredible.
So athletic.
Yeah. And just compare that to her, and you're not even in the same league. That guy knows all the moves. Like, she lets go of the rope, look. It's gone, and then she goes across anyway.
You don't have to do that. She didn't have to.
Yeah, it did not pull her across, and that's probably the worst
hit
bit for me. She misses him by a mile, and he's just like springing up and everything. If you had two of him fighting each other, this would be a good fight scene.
Better. Like there are guns on that table. She could have just picked those guns up and shot.
Yeah, he was miles away.
That flip that she did over the table reminds me of like a kid, like kids fighting, like oh look, like acting like they're superheroes or something. Like it was just so. I don't know why they didn't get a stunt double for her. Rigor Mortis said that in the chat earlier. I don't understand that either.
Because they were trying to make it as good as Daredevil, but they can't.
And that leg, like there was
They
absolutely no
get
tension
good.
in it, but we're supposed to think it overpowers him. The issue was, and I had the same issue in Ahsoka, when Hayden Christensen came in, you could tell that he outclassed her. And you could see it. His moves were better. The way he flowed was better. And you could see him pausing and waiting. And it's the same in this. Like, he simply outclasses her, and he would kill her instantly in a fight.
Yeah, just
And
look at the
you can see
movement.
it.
They're so much faster than hers. Hers has no power behind it whatsoever. That move
Every
on
time
the
she
floor
hits him, he has to
stupid.
wait.
What was that little pause there? She like paused before she kicked.
I think he was probably still looking at the ground, and she wanted him to look up before she kicked. So
Oh
I
my
think
god,
she's waiting
that's
for him.
gonna reduce your momentum. You want to kick him as hard as you can, especially because that's her like
And it looks stupid.
prosthetic leg.
Like, you should have reshot that. And the thing is, that was the best shot they had of that scene. And she just misses him here. I don't even know why. So stupid. Like, all of it is. It
I'm
just
just like,
does-
it hurts my brain.
I think that dive just shows, like, what he's capable of compared to her. And when he just springs up off the ground, can you imagine how difficult it is to just pop up off the ground with your
Hard to
like
do a
two hands?
backwards roll too.
God, the fights were so. We're never gonna get what we had before with the Daredevil
how he-
Netflix
how he
Daredevil. Like
pops
those
up.
fights were so well choreographed and they looked so
Yeah, but I think
realistic and
That is
gritty.
really cool, by the way.
I think,
That-
yeah, that pop up. I think this guy could do the devil fight scenes. It's who he's against. Like when she was
Yeah.
pushing
Oh,
off
yeah,
that, I get what the set doing with that. There's some weird idea that women's legs are stronger. I don't know. It's probably the strongest part of them, but it's still not going to be compared to a bloke's. But like she's not tense or anything, and it's at a really weird angle. She'd have no leverage. And the thing is, they think it doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter whether you consciously realize that this is bad. Subconsciously, your brain knows that this doesn't make any sense. And so it just pulls you out of it all
It's
the
not
time.
believable, but people equate strength with literal physical strength. She could just do what Scarlett Johansson does. I mean, maybe she can't with her flexibility, but she uses momentum when she fights. She uses a lot more intelligence. Like in Rambo, I love the way he said it. I'll have to remember the line, but those who fight with brute strength don't always win, but if you use intelligence, you can. And in the first two movies, he is one person fighting literal armies and wins because he uses his brain with a little bit of brute strength as well. So
Yeah.
And there are fighting
Bit.
styles which focus on like deflection and momentum and using the other opponents and momentum against them. There's like a Korean show called My Name where there's literally a scene where the trainer of this gang comes up to her and goes, "Look, if you go against a man, you're just going to die. You can't have a prolonged fight with a man. You will die. So you need to go for the vital organs. And he's just like, you need to hit them here, 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 because that will take them down as fast as possible. And you need to take them unawares with speed, otherwise you're dead. And so you like build it into it. You can't just have her going toe to toe, trading blows with him like she's him. It just doesn't work.
No.
I mean, I've been rewatching the start of Alias, and that was a TV show. I know they didn't have much time for the fight scenes, so a lot of it was rushed. Still better than that at any point.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch it on Tuesday. Ugh.
Let's get through some of these super chats.
I've seen Sheath. Yeah, you need Rater 03 for 53.54. Is he adding in the tax or something?
She is. He always adds the tax, and this is for you, Disparu.
Need to introduce Disparu to Sheath undergarments. Not heard people call them undergarments for many a year. They have pouches. Yes.
Wait, do you tuck your stuff in the pouch? I'm looking at it now.
Also have mixed feels about meeting him in Orlando. Yeah. I was like, I don't want to, though. Look, you and a load of people in London. I've heard about Sheath because they've had many YouTubers advertise them. I think Michael Malice is one of their models.
I think I've heard of it too. What happened, Xray?
It was invented by.
I think I'm not looking at Sheath. That's why it looks like an elephant trunk on the underwear.
It was invented by a guy who was apparently in the military, and when he was in the desert, he was like, these just don't work, so he invented those, and it like separates everything. So I think there's like 2 pouches.
Oh, you separate the ball.
Yeah. I think it separates everything.
Okay.
I just don't like everything squished in there. It's weird.
It's kind of like
they have stuff for women too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went to the site.
Oh my god.
They have boy shorts.
I'm not sure what the advantage would be for women. Like, what are you putting in there? Like,
keep the lips separated.
Lipstick. Emergency snacks. I don't know.
That went over Disparu's head. It's okay.
I don't think I heard it. I think I was too busy interrupting.
Oh, I want the box, the boy shorts. They look
I know
cute.
that's what they do. Maybe I'll look into it. Thanks for the thanks, Raider. And thank you for the 50 5364. I unmarked it, but it was something like that. Thank you, Raider. And Wrestling Majir. I might have said that wrong. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for becoming a member.
Yes, queen.
Yes.
And
it makes me want to do it.
I bet you there's people in the chat that do it with you because it's just it's contagious. Porg, thank you for the $2. Yes. Happy January 6th. I'm about to see the Chrissy Mayers show. Oh, Chrissy Mayers show. Sorry.
Enjoy.
Happy January 6th.
Yes. And Mark of Reality hearing privilege.
Yeah, that's the next one. That is the other clip in the private chat.
NG the Merciless, thank you for the 199. I seen the first episode. It's worse than you think. What?
It's my dad, Alan.
Oh, it's your dad.
Oh, yes. I saw their video just before we went on stream. Like 2.5 minutes. I was like, this is a weird length of a video to report on a thing. It's like, oh yeah, we're actually embargoed. We can't say anything. So he barely says anything. And then Chris was next to him. He's like, I'll just say what you told me. I was like, oh no. It's like, yeah, we're not breaking the embargo if I say what you told me in private.
But wouldn't it be?
I think it probably would. I would like that. They got him over.
I love Chris. He's just like, no F given.
Well, he was being really careful, and then Chris was just like, well, you told me 2 things in private. I was like, didn't he tell you that in private?
Yes, queen. All right, so this is the videos.
Oh, here we go.
All right. I'm getting Cruella de Vil vibes.
Me too. I thought that she had when it was small. I thought she had like the split skunk hair thing going on, but you know,
I kind of wish she did.
It would.
Yeah, imagine if the other side of her head was just like shaved. She'd gone full side shave. One is like down to a thigh, other shaved up here. That's the next stage of evolution.
Poor choices were made.
Well, yes. Hollywood choices.
Also poor choice.
Wait, real quick, do you remember what our record was yesterday for or last week for views?
It was like 8 something.
Oh, okay.
Concurrent.
forgot, thank you. I just need to. Okay,
Was
thank
it?
you.
Yeah.
thought it
Well,
was
you were
6
drunk for
something.
it.
No, I remember you saying you broke a record, but I thought it was 6 something, not 8 something.
Maybe it's 8. I don't know, chat. Do you guys know?
Do
I
you
thought
guys
it was
remember
6 something.
Herschel's Xray? Somebody, anybody? 740? Was it really 740? Thank you, Steph's
I didn't know we got
vibrator.
that.
Yeah, 8 views, Mr. E.
Yes.
You got it right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all
that was
right.
our
I repeat my same thing as last week. Like, why? Like, we were just off of. Well, I was off my phone.
Look at the way the guy's sitting there, cross-legged, just like Disparu said.
Yeah,
That's like
he probably
beta
wears
male.
skinny jeans. The thing is, when we get to the next clip, you like the I don't think it shows all of it, but you can see him because they asked them. It's something like, "What did you learn about yourself?" And he goes, "You're gonna have to answer this first." And then she answers, and you see him go, "Oh no."
Oh no.
And he's like, how on earth am I supposed to follow that? And his answer is just, I'm going to piggyback and say the same thing you did. Because she virtue signals, and so he had to follow.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see what she has to say.
I think so many people feel like this project might be checking boxes in some way, but it's a great
Oh.
story first and foremost that happens to center around an Indigenous Choctaw community and around a deaf Indigenous protagonist.
Absolutely.
I think
It's like, I don't want to
Absolutely,
offend
I
you,
agree.
but
No, some people
I'm gonna
may think
offend
this
you.
is checking boxes, but it isn't. It just happens to have ticked all of the boxes. These are the
Yep.
boxes that it's ticked. And she
Her
has no
hair,
idea.
whoever did her hair did her dirty. She looks like she's
her
a little kid
bangs
that
are
took her.
horrid.
Like she did it herself, like a little kid that found the scissors. It's like, I'm gonna give myself some bangs. That's what it looks
You know,
like.
I have a thought just looking at it now. I think they're clip-ins. And she
Oh,
thought
they
looked
might
good.
be. Like, yeah, I'm gonna.
There
do
is a
something
weird
here.
bump.
Yeah,
on the
I
top
just looked
left.
at her hair here, like here.
Mhm.
It's a different
sexy.
color. Yeah,
Yeah,
compare
they're
the,
clip-ins.
compare the back to the side on the left. That is an entirely different shade of hair.
Bowl cut. Yeah, she does look like that.
It's not only that she I see that if she got a haircut, it's not as bad as you purposely put clip-in bangs.
You made that decision and thought that it was the right one. Like you. Someone needs to
Look,
give this
that
girl
is
a
that is
hat.
as bad as a guy wearing a toupee.
Oh damn, that street. Guy, thank you for the $5. That outfit and that hair choice are awful. She looks like a trans woman that's not trying very hard.
Oh no. We didn't say that.
Okay, it's a super chat. You have to read it.
It's a super we're just
Sorry,
giggling and
Papa
agreeing
It's
Was
with
already
it.
gone through the YouTube filter.
That's true. The bots let them in,
The
so
bot
it's
thought it was fine. Yeah, I literally posted that on Twitter, went like 20 seconds through the video, and this was the next thing they said. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it gets worse.
like it just well, I've already seen this clip, but it just it's so frustrating. It makes me like angry to think that being a normal person is like that. But anyways, you'll see.
What did you guys learn about yourselves through playing Henry and Bonnie?
I think what I learned about myself portraying this was that I have a lot of hearing privilege, being somebody who walks around the world as a hearing person.
What did you guys
Yeah.
learn?
I
Hearing
love that she
privilege?
does like hearing
As a-
privilege, and then she doesn't sign the rest of what she says.
No.
That's your hearing privilege showing, Missy.
Do you want
If
to know
that's the case.
my favorite thing is that they made an ASL sign language thing for privilege, and it is literally I'm up here, you're down here. That's their privilege sign. I'm privileged because I'm up here, whereas you're down here. So I'm better than you because I can hear, whereas you're down here, peasant. Is literally how it comes across in sign language. It comes across as more offensive. But
I think
all
this
it
guy is so offended by what she said.
no,
he's like,
no.
He's like, I don't even know what to say.
Remember, he's going next. So
Oh.
he told her to go first, and now she said, "I have a lot of hearing privilege," and he's like, "Oh, yeah." And then
Now I
he
gotta
starts
think of an
going like
answer.
this, and he's in like a thinking mode. It's like, I have no idea what to say. How am I supposed to follow this? She just said I've got hearing privilege.
How am I gonna out virtue her?
Yeah, exactly, and he can't. So he actually goes, to piggyback on the back of that. So he just literally takes her answer. We live in an incredibly privileged state. They had a lot of patience for us living in their world. I'm like, what do you mean? You live in the same world. If anything, you know more about it because you can hear it. They're cut off from at least 1/5 of it. It was like, how is it there a world all of a sudden? But it is literally the idea to we're going to make normal appear weird and privileged, so that you have to bend down beneath everybody else. Like you were born with original sin because you were born normal, and you have to lift everyone else up above you because they weren't.
Well, that's like the Mr. Beast videos, the ones where he helped deaf people and helped them hear, right? Or was it blind? Anyways,
Was it both? I know there
Yeah.
were blind ones. There could have been both.
there was
He-
also
he
one
cured
with
blindness.
prosthetic legs, but it's like
he
people were
did
so
wells.
offended that he would help these people because
Mhm.
they're fine the way they are, according to them. But I'm telling you, if you are in a country that, doesn't accommodate for disabilities, you want to be able to do things for yourself. You want to be able to see, you want to be able to hear, you want to be able to move. How dare you get offended for other people? You don't know what like life they walk through.
It was all voluntary. He wasn't
Yeah.
kidnapping blind people off the street, dragging him in and doing it against them. They turned up at the
You have
place.
to consent to surgery.
Yeah.
Well, they turned up. Like, it's not like he went out black bagging people. Like, it
Are
I'm
you
gonna let
blind,
You're
sir?
gonna see.
All right, now you're coming with me.
Get in the
wasn't like
van.
Navy recruitment. They just hit you over the back of the head and carry you on the ship. It wasn't like,
Mr. Beast's white vans.
yeah, he just like bundles people in.
Would you like some candy?
We'll target
I
the
will
blinds. They'll make it
I will
easy.
cure your blindness. Come here.
I will
Well-
say, Panhead, this is privilege. I wish I could.
Yeah,
It's really
I mean, you
easy
can't
for
even
them to
write
just
your
be
name in the
public
snow.
too. You know, like you
Especially
could
in
just go
the
behind a tree. Like women have a card with the peeing stuff. Like we
I mean,
gotta
you
find
could
a
also
bathroom.
go behind a tree.
No,
Yes.
there's a
Just get
difference.
your feet wet.
Like exposing your butt to have to pee, and then you just like literally just whip it kind of out, and then you can pee when it's
I
like
had a-
freezing snow outside.
I had a friend I had a weird conversation with friends once. This was like teenage years, but they were like, "What would you do if you were like to the girls? Like if you had a penis?" And my one friend was like, "I would walk backwards and pee outside because you can."
I would
Write your
write my
name in the
name.
snow. Do the
I would try to
windmill.
helicopter.
Not at the same
Oh,
time.
God, I think every girl would do like the elephant thing because it's like 'cause it's
The
like,
elephant thing.
There's a video. There's an elephant like swinging his skunk
Yeah, the
around.
windmill.
penis chest.
I do have a shiwi. It's very useful for camping.
Oh, is
Very.
it that thing that? Oh, okay, I've heard
Yeah,
of it.
it,
I've
like-
never used
It
it. but-
cups you, and it's like a funnel essentially. So
You didn't have
Yeah.
to sound so pleased with yourself. It
No,
cuts
I
you.
wait, when I was
Delightful.
camping, it was ridiculously cold outside, so I was just so happy I didn't have to like pull my pants down. It was raining too, and I just didn't want to get my butt wet. But I had to pee so bad. And you're out in the woods. That's all you
Yeah,
got to
see-
do.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out what you're doing with your butt to get it wet in the first place. You don't have to
you
sit down
have
on the
to, like,
ground.
you put your
raining.
pants down so I
it
can
was
pee.
raining. It was
And
raining.
it's raining.
She didn't want to get her butt wet in the rain.
How long are you
Not
doing
when-
it for? It wouldn't be that wet.
Like 30 seconds, I don't know, and then you have to wipe and stuff and wash your hands and
Drip dry.
She didn't say that. My butt.
My butt wet.
Oh, geez.
the helicopter is fun to ride.
Then when you say it like that, it just makes it sound like you do it for entertainment. Well, there's nothing on Disney today. You might as well do the windmill.
Gonna go helicopter.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
You go up into outer space, it's just a load of men doing with a windmill to generate gravity.
Oh my god. Oh god. Wonder how you would have to pee out in space.
Yeah, that's the scenes of Star
It'll
Trek
come
they
back
never
at
showed
ya.
you. They never showed you the windmill decks.
Girls like to pretend it never happened. Men like to make sure they covered as much surface area as possible. You guys mark your territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That height on the wall is prestigious.
Wait, that's a thing?
He doesn't know. You should answer that.
I mean, I'm too old for that. May have been a thing. There was there's an Australian show called Round the Twist that I used to watch as a kid, and there's an entire episode about it where I can't remember what it was. There was like bullies on the other side. Oh no, it was the girls were on the other side, and it is literally I can't remember what superpower they got, but it's like a show where something weird happens to them and generally get superpowers. And one of them literally used their power to pee up so high. They were like, all the men were in a competition to see how high they could get, and he literally just peed over the wall into the girls' toilets on the other side. This was a kids show. Hey, like I said, it's Australian. They're not us. If you ask Mozza and Lethal about Round the Twist, they will know it.
Dan's
It was.
Australian.
Are you going round the twist?
Has done this.
It was amazing.
They
There was-
have to have done that.
There was
Muzza
one
doesn't know
show.
anything. He's a baby.
No, he'll know Round the Twist. It's like an
He'll
Aussie.
know.
It's like not knowing Neighbours. There was one episode where there was a remote control with like play, pause, stop, and everything, but it worked on anything. And they were having like a spaghetti eating contest, and the other guys were winning, so they just pressed rewind and then fast forward and just made this guy eat and then pull out the spaghetti over and over and over again. It was a great show.
Oh, well, maybe I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, that would be an interesting reaction for like a Zia episode.
I know. Oh, which I'm so sad. We're missing this week again because she's got wet spot. She's filling in for Christy. Wow. Just
that's a sentence.
I'm sorry. That was an accident. That
She tried to do the windmill. It went horribly wrong.
Okay, let's get these super chats and then we'll move on to the next topic. Andrew Matthews, thank you for the £2. Congrats to Carolyn's cancelversary. Yeah, I popped in, I was watching it. It was great.
Yeah. I'm so happy she got canceled.
I know, we wouldn't know her if she did. I'm
The
so
best
happy.
thing that
you
ever
got
happened to it.
It's like one of those things where the grass is greener on the other side. At least in that moment, like you think it's horrible, but it gets better, and it brought her to this part in the internet. And I personally, I told her, I think you look happier, healthier, and you're actually glowing, especially if you look back at the pictures. And from when I first met her, she is significantly happier.
I think Melanie said something similar, that when she was in the gaming industry, she couldn't say anything. She was always scared, like, oh, what if I've put a step wrong? And then now it's just like, I could say anything. So,
It's very freeing having, no censorship in that sense. I
Yes.
censor everything. No, I'm kidding. Well, maybe a little bit.
The Jizzbot 199 for $4.99. Late to the party. Idea for game. Sip for every made term like hearing privilege. Cheers. Thank you for the $4.99.
yeah, and then watch Echo and get alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
I hope it's under 3 hours, but knowing them, it might be a lot longer.
You want to read this one,
Uh,
Xray?
I'd imagine
reading
each
all of
episode's
them.
40 minutes.
Sorry.
It'd be weird if it
Well,
wasn't.
like She-Hulk, actually, some of them were like 25, 30 minutes, which is great.
Yeah, but that had a lot of CGI, so I don't think they had the budget. They keep saying this is gritty and grounded. The thing why I suppose the episodes might be a different size is I believe it was a longer series that then got, because everyone knew it was trash, they basically cut it down. I think that was about this show. I mean, honestly, Disney's had so many disasters and treated them all so weird. But I think that was this. They cut it down and just released it all in one go. Like, this is all we can do, folks.
Go ahead and read this one.
John Thomas, for $5, there's a whole psycho side of deaf perps that will attack physically sometimes. People who get
I think it's cochlear.
cochlear
Or,
implants.
yeah.
Thank you for
Wow,
the time.
I've met a lot of people with
I wouldn't be
cochlear
surprised.
implants. They're nice people.
I always remember my mom. She tried a hearing aid once, and she says it's horrible. I don't know how people can wear them. It doesn't just amplify the talking; it amplifies all noises. I'm like, yeah, that's because you can hear. Like the people that wear them can't hear, so amplifying everything makes up
Yeah.
for their hearing. She could not get it round. She could not understand that what she was hearing is not what they were hearing because she could hear normally.
Well,
Most bizarre
my
conversation
dad-
I've ever had.
He's the worst. He likes to not wear his
Yeah, what is
hearing
that? That I know so many people that do that. They're like, they can't hear, they're deaf. You're talking. It's like, have you got your hearing aid in? I never wear
I don't
that
care,
thing.
I don't need them. It's like how my dad says.
It's
But
like, I don't need them.
I think the thing, at least with him, is that there's there's two things. This is my guess, and he'll probably tell me I'm wrong with both of them. He doesn't like wearing them so that he doesn't have to listen to me. That's the joke one.
I
Sorry,
agree with him.
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Added benefits.
So I can't yell at him. It's a joke. But the second one is
And
he
it's
just
true.
doesn't want to admit
Like
to
all
it, like that he might have a hearing deficit. And this is a man who, like, he worked as a mechanic for, I don't know, like 20 years. So he just likes being in his own world too. But yeah.
Sounds like a Chad.
Mark,
he's a
thank you for
lovely
the
man.
5. He sounds great. Sounds like a good dad. If I ever need to find a pissing contest, I'll DM Disparu. There you go.
Not me.
Oh my God.
It's
Not me.
Can I just
No,
say,
it's not round the twists.
pissing off a mountain was really a fun with my Shiwi.
Wasn't fun for the person at the bottom of the mountain.
There, from
It's
what I told, there
raining.
wasn't anyone there, but it was really fun.
How do you know? It was a
We were.
mountain.
I didn't hear it.
I can't, there's no
That's
clouds
great.
in the sky. Why is it raining?
Why
on
is it raining?
me? Have you ever been walking along the street and then you just get hit with like one drop of water and you have no idea where it's come from?
No.
I have. I don't know. I still don't know what it is. Like literally, there'll be
You
one
would.
drop, and like,
No.
where on earth could that possibly have come from? It's creepy.
It could have been a drop of piss. Who knows?
Well, this is there was a rumor, and obviously it's a rumor, but there was a rumor that it would come from airplanes that were dumping.
Oh
my God.
water out. I don't know. It makes sense though that if they did dump it, by the time it got down to the ground, it'd be really like spread out over a large distance.
They don't dump it, do they?
No,
Okay,
but that was always the rumor.
That'd be so gross. Oh my God. Oh my God.
If
like
you-
mortified
if
now.
you want gross,
my God.
look up food standards in your country.
Oh,
And
I
this
don't
is
know.
like this is any country, but when you start looking up exactly how many maggots are allowed in your jam, you're like, oh.
I don't know why. I just thought of Joe Dirt when he had the whatever the asteroid or the meteor that
Oh,
came
the
down, and it
poop?
was like a
I got the
big
poop on
thing of
me.
poop. No, and he was eating fries and had ketchup on it and was carrying it around. He's like, "You're my best friend."
He's like, son, that's a big piece of shit.
It's like,
And
nah.
when they broke it open, he's like, I got the poop on me.
It was a good movie. You can't make
I
that
love
today, I
that
don't think.
movie. Probably not. There's so many movies that we grew up with, and like even older ones that just won't be made today. As much.
There's Blazing Saddles in today's movie. Joe Dirt's probably like around here.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a great movie. What do we have next? Did we finish
Oh,
everything already?
No, the Avengers.
Okay.
The next Avengers,
Oh God.
allegedly. I don't know who
Allegedly.
actually posted this initially, if it was actually Yeti F, but
Is Evangeline Lilly still going to be a part of the MCU though? Because she kind of, I mean, she got canceled for like a minute, didn't she? Like temporarily. What did she say?
they
Something
haven't
about the-
fired her yet, not unlike Kang, so Jonathan Majors.
Okay. Okay.
No, you have that to compare to. She's not that bad.
Well, no. Look who's here, Disparu.
Hello,
Okay.
Mike.
He wiggles.
He wiggles.
I mean, this isn't. This is just like a random tweet, so nobody really knows. If anything, what was it? The Young Avengers is more likely to be known, which was at the end of I can't even remember. Is that the Marvels? Because that's the most recent thing. But they keep
yeah.
putting all the, like these little teasers at the end of things that never go through to anything anymore. So,
I think Brie Larson's not going to be in it.
well, I said Young Avengers.
Well, I mean, in general,
The middle-aged
think she's
Avengers
done.
isn't really the...
middle-aged Avenger, she's done.
Yeah.
She hasn't been rehired. She's salty about it. But everyone
No, I
else.
think no. She said recently that she's doing something else.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Good for
Like
her.
she said it after the. Well, no, I mean in the MCU. Like she said, she wasn't done with the MCU.
Oh. Well, this will be interesting. I would like to say Perry Chan and I are reprising our role as Shang-Chi.
Now that I'm excited for. I can't wait.
And Lady G is actually She-Hulk. She's very strong. Oh my god, Lady Gravemaster. It's actually insane.
That's gonna make Disparu happy. He loves She-Hulk, so he's got to meet Lady Gravemaster now. Unless you have, probably not. No, I don't think
No.
No.
She was supposed to go to the UK, but that didn't end up working.
I'm not sure Lady Gravemaster could be as insufferable as She-Hulk. Like, you'd need to
she
step
wouldn't.
it up. Well, it's like, no. Well, the reason that I can control my anger is because I do it infinitely more than you. Like, I don't know whether you could pull that
that
off.
line. Oh, I forgot about that line.
Yeah. You know, I get catcalled, so that means I do it infinitely more than you. What, you get
Why do you
complimented?
get angry
You get
about
complimented
that?
in the street? Oh, no. I'm so sorry for you.
I really don't understand why people put so much like thought into other people's opinions, especially people who aren't like your friends or your family. It makes no sense at all.
Well, that's human nature. Because like
I guess I'm not normal.
especially for women,
That's a
they were
good
more
thing.
reliant on the tribe, because when the men went out to hunt, it was only the social relationships you had that would protect you. And
But
so
that's your, like,
literally falling
immediate
out with a tribe was
family.
death. Like, if
That's
they
a family though. That's different. But
no,
I'm
the
talking
family,
about
your
Twitter.
family wouldn't protect you. Your man was out hunting, and so you needed everybody else in the tribe to protect you if a danger attacked the tribe. And so if you fell out with them, that's not only somebody that won't protect you, but you could literally get kicked out of the tribe. This isn't like now where everyone's like, I know you're horrible, you're bringing everything down, but for some reason we're going to put up with it. No, it would be their life. So if they didn't like you, they'd just kick you out. You had nowhere to go. And so over evolutionary times, when life and death was more important, you developed these instincts.
With more connectivity, it's like people can be more brave and lazy about everything they do. It's really sad how and where we are today, where we're
Brandon.
actually fighting about, you're not using my right pronouns. I'm so mad at you.
God.
Like, people are
Yeah,
actually,
that's-
like,
People are getting
hungry.
fired over that, like teachers and stuff. It's ridiculous.
I think it's like if you watch Big Brother, it's very obvious
Oh,
that
yes.
your world expands, or rather shrinks, to whatever your immediate reality is. And so the amount of times over here, people on Big Brother would argue over who got to write down the shopping list with chalk on a board, because that was their main event. Ordering the shopping was the biggest thing you could do. That was
They actually show
the
that
only
on
time
Big
they could.
Brother UK?
Yeah,
No, they don't show it on the American one.
the only time they could use the chalk to write anything down and actually write text was this. So whoever got to write, it was like a reward for them. And so there'd be massive arguments about it. And I think it's like now, if that's the only thing you've got going on in your life, it's such a massive deal to you. And you have to remember, a lot of people have never been told no. It
Yeah,
just doesn't happen anymore.
it really is. So that's their immediate reaction, because a lot of discipline hasn't been implemented while they were kids. So like I've seen this a lot, especially in Xray, where we have a child and their parents are literally pleading with them, please stop screaming, please stop yelling, can you hold still, please? And I'm like, ma'am, this kid is 3-4 years old. The kid's scared. They're not going to listen to you. You have to
Yeah.
hold them down, otherwise we're not getting pictures.
Yeah.
It's really sad. And my favorite are especially like the foreign kids, like the Middle East or Eastern Asian. They will just sit quietly, do what's needed, minus if they're broken bones. But yeah, it's insane what discipline shows when you're in those dire moments.
But that's how I was raised. And I remember, even as a kid, we were like, if we went out to a restaurant or whatever, the server would always like, your kids are very well behaved. But to me, it was normal. That's how you behaved.
You should be. And that going out as a reward. I remember I got pulled out of a restaurant because I wasn't behaving. My brothers got to stay and I had to sit in the car.
You know the interesting thing about your story earlier, though, about the kid that was getting pleaded to? You said mom.
It was a mom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It
remember
it always is 100% of the time. It always is, because
I
men
remember,
discipline
like,
people.
as far as the holding down thing, I remember this too. I was 4 and I was terrified to get a shot. and I hid, and they couldn't find me. Like I was really tiny before, and I hid between like two. I forgot where it was, but it was somewhere in the room, and they didn't think that I could fit in there, but I was hiding. And I was like kind of freaking out. Like I wasn't throwing a temper tantrum, but I was just scared, and
Yeah,
so my mom had to hold me down. Like,
Doctors'
it's
offices
just-
are very scary, and the point of going to these things are they're supposed to help you, or at least make sure that you're healthy as you grow up.
yeah.
And there's a benefit to holding them down. So you got to do it, or at least get them to hold still. Whether it
Yeah,
be
if they won't
verbal
hold
or
still, you
physical.
got to hold them down. It's got to happen. It's not like you're like trying to hurt them. It's something that they need. Ian, thank you for the 10 gifted membership.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
queen.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love watching that.
I wonder how many people in the chat do it with them.
Not
And,
many.
if anyone does it in the chat,
Mike does.
drop a
Mike does. I like
one.
Mike. And drop a
Mike-
one if you
I
yeah.
do it when he
Disparu.
head wobbles.
Andrew Matthews, thank you for another 2 pounds. The tribe is strong, just like the Harfoots.
That's always the interesting thing for me. I do love like evolutionary psychology, but it is the amount of people that think, oh no, I'm an evolved animal, I control everything, and just don't understand that they are entirely driven by instincts. If anything, they post-rationalize it afterwards.
You want to read this one, Xray?
No, I just love that there's so many ones in the chat.
See, yes.
Sorry. Yanin Klassen for 2 Canadians says gentle parenting is the root cause. Xray girl. I know it really sucks, but kids need discipline. They want discipline. They don't even know they need discipline. They like structure. They like having a schedule, and when they run awry, they're not happy. Usually.
There's a reason why so many people, when they were kids,
What?
were told the line, "You just wait till your dad gets home." Like
Wait
he
till
was
your
the person
father
that
gets
came-
home and then they
Yeah,
run. Yeah.
It was literally the authority figure that came home to discipline people, because there's and you see it in the fight scenes. The fight scene with Daredevil. If they approached you in a dark alley at night, which one would you find more intimidating, Daredevil or the woman with one leg? Like
Daredevil.
it was the same with recently. I can't even remember the video I've just made.
You make so many.
There's
Sorry,
too
keep up.
many.
No, it was Obai Chinoy. She's like, I love intimidating men. I was like, you've never intimidated a man in your entire life. Not a single man has ever been intimidated by you, because you can't do it, because you can't be intimidating.
The last
and-
video was Star Wars, just so you know.
Yeah, it's the new Star Wars director. She's like, I love making men uncomfortable. I love intimidating them.
I
You have
hate
literally
making
never
money.
intimidated one in your entire life. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. You can't. What are you going to do to him? You can't be. There's a difference in screen. Like, this is why even on screen there is a difference in screen presence, because there's a difference in what people innately know that you are capable of. It doesn't work.
I'm scared to see what's going to happen with Star Wars after this movie. Would it just end? Like, what can you do after failure after failure after
There you
failure?
go.
Just confusing, intimidating.
Yeah, they are uncomfortable because they want to get away from you. But
Yes, they're
Is
just
that how
trying
you
to
feel
get out of
about
this
me, Disparu?
conversation.
Is that what I'm hearing? It's only Disparu. I'm trying to make him comfortable.
Speaking of Star Wars, this makes me kind of upset that this isn't going to happen.
I'm a feminazi.
Yeah, carries a lot more weight when you do it in like the Valley Girl accent.
You have to be scared of me.
Yeah, I'm so intimidating.
I'm from California. Like, God.
The best thing is
actually a Valley girl.
you'll see people talking. I think there's even a comedy sketch of it. I think they're in like a coffee shop, and a guy just drop the fake accent. She's like, "This is just how I talk." It's like nobody
I think
talks
I've
like
seen
this.
that.
This isn't an accent of
Nobody
an area. Yes, it is, and it like goes on the road.
I'm sad that because I know they've heard about this. Maybe the chat didn't. The John Wick director, Chad Stelzisky. How do you say his name? Stelsky. He wanted to make a Star Wars film, and I feel like he would have done a hell of a better job than I don't even know this lady's name. I don't care to know it. She's annoying. But I just think that he would have done better, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Star Wars is different from John Wick, but I don't know. It would be nice to see somebody that maybe likes the franchise get their hands on it and wants to try and save it. I don't think it can be saved at this point, but
that's a thing. When you pick a director, and if you are aware that you are not a fan of the franchise and that you don't have the resume to bring it to the next level or like make a good movie, I feel like you should know. It's like when I'm on F&T, if there's a discussion where I can't put like a good word in, I'm not going to say anything.
yeah.
Same thing on other panel discussions.
Yeah.
Do either of you think that you could direct a $200 or $300 million Star Wars movie?
No, but I'd like the
No.
paycheck.
Because
The paycheck would be nice
I
you've
wouldn't
basic-
because I know.
because I don't direct.
You've basically got the same experience doing it that she has.
We might
That's
do
the
better.
stupid part.
Me and Xray girl are going to direct the next Star Wars movie.
Her only experience in the area is 2 episodes of Miss Marvel that were so bad they had to be
Oh.
reshot.
Lots of
Just
reshoots. I
saying,
heard, right?
just saying Miss Marvel is like, okay.
But
No,
that's
not
no,
a
but
good-
it wasn't just Miss
good
Marvel.
resume.
Her episodes of Miss Marvel were so bad they got reshot.
Oh.
Like, so she didn't even really
So a
direct them.
terrible show.
Yeah.
And also it had to get reshot. That's
wasn't
just
even
like
good
a
enough
negative
for
on her
Miss
resume.
Marvel.
2 negatives.
So I'll bring
Oh,
up her
God.
IMDb and we can take a gander at that. Just to
Yeah,
see
it's a load of documentaries, which are entirely different skill set. It's documentaries are more about your interviewing technique rather than anything else. And then her only actual thing relating to TV or movies are the Miss Marvel episodes. Their producer, if you go down, you'll see the actual director. There you go, director stuff.
previous upcoming. Oh,
Yeah, it's a load of documentaries which are all about her home country, and then you had Miss Marvel.
but that's the thing. 2 episodes doesn't mean you can make a movie either.
2 bad
I know
episodes.
TV shows and movies are completely different.
Yeah.
Like
And this is the thing. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars, and you've come from literally nothing.
they're trolling. They're just like, you know what? Let's just burn it to the ground completely. They don't care.
But it's because she ticks all the boxes. That is literally why. She has the belief system which they wanted, and that's what got her through the door. And they just seem to assume that everyone can produce quality content. So
But even
they're not even checking for it.
documentaries aren't good. Like they're not great. They're okay. She's award winning, so she won. This one has the highest.
The thing with awards about this, because of the topic, it biases things. This is why you have Oscar bait. The Oscars aren't the best movies. This is why Oscar bait exists. Nobody likes the movies, but because it'll handle like a disability or something, it's very likely to get an Oscar. And I imagine it's the same with her documentaries. I've not seen any of them, but knowing what they're about, it's like, well, we like this topic, so we'll give this documentary an award.
I want to see her direct a fight scene. I think that should be a prerequisite for anyone doing an action movie.
Yep.
Well, knowing what we know about Disney Marvel, that they don't direct the fight scenes. It might be the same with Disney Star Wars. She might not even direct the fight scenes. They might get someone else to do it.
Mm.
She might be better at directing Echo. It's too bad she never got a chance.
I mean, it'd be beneficial if she couldn't talk.
Rye the guy, thank you for $5. Austin Powers had mojo privilege. Yeah, baby. Oh, I should. Can you read that?
Except when he
Disparu?
lost it. That was unfortunate.
Can you read that, Disparu? I should let him read it. Sorry.
What? Rye the guy, Austin Powers had mojo privilege. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's why you said to read it.
Yeah, baby.
16
That was in Doctor Who. He
What
came on and was like, "You saw
Mojo?
a lad, I thought you'd hop on, babes." It's like, don't say babes. We're not in Essex.
16-bit mascot. Thank you for the $5. Been enjoying your show. Hope you all had a highly productive first week of 24. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a busy week. I'm ready to get back home though. A couple weeks.
After, next week.
Yes, she's like, you're not allowed to leave yet.
Keeping you here.
I keep forgetting you're not home because the background with the
just looks
lights
nice.
off,
I
it
set
looks
up
like
a
a proper
nice-
background.
I know. I said it's set it up. Since I was gonna be here for a bit.
Something simple.
Yeah,
I like
I
it.
just hit the light.
Just all collapses.
I know. I was gonna say just falls.
Such a great background.
Like fall. Oh, is that a thing? Like people say, what was it? Essex, bibs.
I
Babe,
imagine it's them. Yeah, there's definitely an area that would do that kind of thing.
you know what show I
Essex is
want?
probably the most likely.
I would love if both of you watched it. I don't know if Disparu can get into this, but I want Xray to watch it. And maybe we can do like a I don't know, talk about it here or somewhere else. The Circle. Have you ever watched that?
Yes.
Wait, have you? Because
You've seen The Circle.
I've watched both seasons.
It's filmed in London, or not
Is it?
London, but UK, I believe.
Is it? Oh yeah, I've watched it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that one. Yeah, I've watched it. I think it's hilarious. I love that show.
I had to watch it only because there were some
Oh, this is
people
what I
from
thought we were talking about.
the challenge that were from the Circle, so I wanted to know who the contestants were. And
There's British people in it, Disparu. That's why I'm like, oh, is it? Because there's quite a few.
No,
British-
I thought you were talking about what we talked about, that witch show.
Oh, the Secret Circle.
Oh, well, there you go. It's no wonder I got them confused then.
Yeah.
one word difference. Oh,
Well,
That's why I was surprised
Yeah.
that Xray Girl had
Maybe when
seen it.
there's
I'm like,
another
I've never met
season.
anyone that's met that apart from Wicked.
except for me. We had to talk about it. He's like, you've seen that? I don't even know how that got brought up. I forgot that we were just going off on like talking about
think
a
I
bunch of random
mentioned-
stuff.
Because I'm like, this is like one of my favorite shows. I think we were talking about shows that were good that only got one season.
Yeah,
And I'm like, this is one of my favorite shows, and it just
I
died.
loved
'Cause
it, man. We didn't get
too
an
expensive.
ending.
And it died on a cliffhanger.
It did.
did
Freaking heck.
it? Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks, and you'll never know.
Like a father had just come back.
What show has only had one season that I've watched? The only one I can think of is Firefly.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
But at least they wrapped it up with Serenity, the movie. At least it got a wrap up. But still, that show should have went on for a lot longer.
I'm literally
It's the same thing with Farscape. It
The
didn't own-
Circle. So the Circle has 5 seasons. I've watched all 5.
Yes, me too.
When there's a new one, we got to watch it and talk about it.
Oh,
Yes.
there's a movie as well. I was even looking at the wrong thing when I was looking
Oh,
for it.
13 Reasons Why. That's another one with one season.
No, that got 3, and it should have only
got
been
3?
1.
Oh, I only watched one
Yeah.
season then. Okay, never
You
mind.
should keep it at that because they dragged it out. They should have just made it one. They should have just been one season because they were focusing on the whole thing with Hannah, and then it became season 2. I guess season
Yeah.
2 was kind of okay because it was kind of like getting revenge kind of for her. But then season 3, I didn't even watch it. It's like, what did they have? They might have even had 4. I don't know. They just went too much into it with like, I don't know. It's weird.
Sometimes it's better not to do anything.
Yeah.
That takes strength, actually, to know when it's gone too far.
Yeah, to not jump the shark, like to end it when even if you want to continue it.
Gambit. That was a good show. I liked it.
I have to watch that. I've never seen it.
If you like chess, I don't think there's many people out there that like chess, but it inspired people to play chess after watching it. Like quite a few
Check it
people.
out.
I'm not very good at it. I can't think like 2-3 moves ahead in that sense and predict people.
Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles. I couldn't say that. Sarah Connor Chronicles. Was that good though? I can't remember if people liked
I
that.
never watched it.
I didn't watch it either. I didn't see the show.
I'm just
Mm.
looking if there's any other ones that I recognize that are one season. It's just a bunch of stuff I've never seen before. Oh well. Gosh.
And Fringe is another one. People are talking about Fringe in the chat. That's another one I haven't seen that I heard was. Oh, so Trey says it was great. I have to check it out. The Sarah Connor Chronicles. That's hard to say.
Try saying that fast 10 times. Sarah
I
Connor
won't.
Chronicles, Sarah
Sarah,
Connor-
you messed up. You said Sarah
No.
Connor Chronicles. You did it.
Sarah Connor Chronicles. Wait, can I show? I want to see what Disparu's reaction is to this. So I do this to babies all the time.
What? Doesn't even look cookie's got legs.
No, his legs. He's sitting on like a little mini bicycle seat, and it holds them still for chest X-rays.
Yeah, but it looks like a solid block of wood, so it looks like you cut him in half.
Underneath, it's like airy. He just
Yeah, but that's not on the picture. It looks like you've shoved him in a blender.
It kind of is like a baby
does
blender.
It is like a baby blender. Yeah, they never come back.
It turns and flips so that you can do a side and a front picture.
So you're the one that makes the cookies in D&D.
No, I wasn't there for that. Y'all ate the baby cookies before I was even there.
Yeah, you're just jealous. You're like, I wish I was there.
This is
It'd be like going to work.
A pigastat. It's the best invention ever because it holds the baby so still. I love it.
Yeah, because the baby is like, what on earth is happening to
I
me?
just love that.
How did you feel the first time you had to do that? Were you like, oh God, this
look, okay. I have never held a baby till that point. So it was really weird just holding a baby. Like what do I do with it? But it turned out fine in the end. I was just scared of it screaming and kicking me, even though it's a tiny little creature. I mean,
gonna knock her out.
Like Disparu, have you ever held a baby?
Yes.
How big or how old? I guess
it was a newborn baby.
Oh, they're so soft.
So it would have been weeks.
Oh my God. The smallest baby I ever held
It was my cousin.
probably like this big.
I think I held both my cousins when they were newborns.
Oh,
And now they're like massive.
Are they taller?
One of
than
them's
you?
bigger than me, yeah.
Oh my God. And you're not like short either. Despite what everyone thinks. I thought you were like,
No.
He has
That's my
legs,
camera. It's like,
everybody.
I would lower the camera, I'm just too lazy to do it.
But yeah, doing this for the first time was really scary because you just don't want to hurt anyone. And
Exactly.
comparatively,
It isn't a blender. I don't trust
Thank
Xray
you for
Girl.
the
I think that's just a
$80
kitchen.
posture. Just her kitchen. Oh my God.
no,
Like in the neighborhood, they're like mysterious
room.
baby disappearances. Nobody understands why. Eat more news at 12.
like I just love looking at. Okay, so some of these pictures are so funny. Can I just show them?
Oh my God. Hold on.
They
I'll
all
get
look like they're in
that 1
blenders.
second.
At least that one you see feet.
This
Oh.
one's fishing his little belly.
Oh.
They're usually crying, so it's kind of fun seeing them so like happy.
They're just like, what's going on here?
It's a new ride. I'm going to Disney World.
This is good for you, I promise.
Here you go,
Really
Disparu.
good for you.
Hellraiser, thank you for the $4.99. So far as intimidating women, Disparu has obviously never encountered an angry black woman. Oh,
What are they going to
boy.
do?
Beat you up.
Like, what is an angry wicked going to do? Well,
Am I a black woman?
no, but it's the
According
same
to
point.
Disney, you might be.
Why does that make any difference at all? It is literally, I have. There's a guy in the street, and these women, they obviously watch too many Marvel movies or something, and they thought they could take him on, and they just keep coming at him.
movies.
And he just like floors them with one punch every time, and they just go to the ground, and they get up and come at him again. I'm like, you're nutters. Like, you can't take him. He just handles them with ease, and in the end, he runs off because they're too thick to learn. And this thing, this was the same with Galadriel when she's like going around bitching at everyone. It is like there's a reason that men don't go around talking like that, because if they did, somebody would punch them in the face and they would get knocked out. It's like there is in movies. There's a really weird thing where it's teaching people that you can do all of this stuff because they just see it all the time. It's like, no, you can't. Everybody knows it. But it's like, I intimidate everybody. No, they just can't stand your presence. There's a difference.
You're annoying. It's the
Yeah, you're
same
not
thing with
intimidating,
the
you're annoying.
uncomfortable thing that we talked about with Charmene earlier. It's not that they're uncomfortable; they might be annoying.
Yeah,
We'll see.
people want to get away with you, but it's not because you're intimidating.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I just don't want to talk to you anymore.
No.
I imagine if Disparu were to like, I've seen this on the subway where I love when a young kid next to like an older black grandma style woman, like they'll fall asleep and they'll just lay on the woman's shoulder, and I love that. It just is so nurturing.
Disparu looks very confused.
What?
I am
I
confused.
imagine like Disparu would do that out in
Do
like
these
the
people at
subway.
least know each other? Because otherwise that's
No,
really
it's just
creepy.
random. It's just a random like two people on the bus.
I know it happens on aeroplanes a lot. There was someone posted once on Twitter or something, I think it was, and he's just like, a woman's fallen asleep on my shoulder and I don't know what to do. If I move, she's like, I feel uncomfortable. I want to move, but if I move, she's going to sink lower. Decisions.
Most slag for $4.99. Thank you. Says Lizzo would
The only
mother
reason
you.
Lizzo would only be intimidating in the was it the Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark,
I
one
never-
of them.
Star Wars?
No, Indiana Jones.
Wait, Lizzo was in Indiana Jones?
Yes,
She was? I didn't even know that either. I know she was in Star Wars with
Yeah,
Jack Black.
I think
and
it's
the
I think it's
Mandalorian.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
She was in it?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's not her. What's he
No.
gonna bring up? Post. I
Yeah,
wanna
she
see.
was. Chat will know.
No.
Chat knows what I
Is it
mean. I'm
Bullet?
sure.
No.
Yeah, look,
let's see
I'll get you the movie clip.
No.
I feel like this
Oh,
is
no.
a joke. You're playing a joke on me.
Hold on, I got it.
Wait,
Well, I mean, it was made in 1981.
Was Lizzo even born by then? Oh wait,
You
I don't think we can
You
play it.
probably yeah, you can't. I'll tell you the you probably want to clip to about 137. No, 146.
146. Oh, we'll just show play
Yeah,
for
you can
play.
show well, you can show the still. That'll be enough.
Oh,
Here.
you got it? Do you have it?
There you go.
You have it for me. There you go.
Very intimidating.
That's a good.
I'm not very good with knowing the titles of the movie, so I had no idea which one it was. I thought you meant.
No,
it
I
was
don't
like
know names
the
either. That's why
recent-
I gave 2 and had to look it up.
Lizzo has been working out. She can run really fast.
She's been in the movies for years. Major star.
Was born? I don't think.
looks
I don't know.
kinda
I
like
don't even know how old she
star.
is.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Did I make a nerd funny for once?
For once, it's her time.
Can you imagine giving birth to Lizzo?
Ow.
I mean, can babies be called babies?
Did you say wow or ow? I'm not sure.
Ow. Ouch.
Like I do like a chunky baby. Like they are so much.
Would you want to give
cuter.
birth to one? That's
That's-
the question. That's the question.
You're not helping the
Holding a
the
chunky
eating the
baby.
baby gun.
and delivering two different
God.
things.
No, I love the chubby cheeks because it just makes them so much cuter. I find a lot of Asian babies
Agreed.
have that. Maybe that's why I like that kind of feature.
No,
on
it's
child.
cute, and you're right. A lot of Asian babies do have those chunky cheeks. Like I picture that one.
the
Well, he's
rice.
a kid, but that it's all the rice.
The cobs.
Yeah.
The
The
meme
rice and
everyone
noodle.
uses about that little like chunky Asian kid that's like laughing and he's got all the rolls and he's got a big. You don't have
Oh,
to. He's not a baby, but it's so cute.
So freaking cute. I don't put the babies in the baby blender.
You do. You've shown us them. I do this for a living.
No,
What she meant is I do this so I can live.
we have to check your chest, so we got to put you in the blender.
If you ever start talking about protein shakes, we know what you mean.
I'm on a new keto diet.
Yeah.
I can go carnivore. It's fine. And Matt, I didn't say non-Asian babies are ugly. I just say the Asian babies tend to have the chubby cheeks, which is I love.
And she loves it.
I'm like that grandma.
Then she says, I could eat you all up.
I can eat
Oh,
you with a spoon.
Oh God.
All right. Are you guys ready for the finish of the night? To rumble. For
I don't even know where that was from. Was that Gladiators?
are you ready for the pigeon?
Oh yes. Are we doing the article we said we were going to do?
Yeah, I have it. I got it. Here we go.
Oh, spaghetti.
Whoa. Let's see if we can trouble for this, but we're gonna do it.
Chat, you're in for a treat.
I love how Wicked asked in the private chat, what should we do? We just ignored her, so she chose.
Oh, did you? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Hold
I'm
on, why is
sorry,
this popping
eh?
up?
It's when you get the most Canadian when you say sorry.
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 That is the most Canadian thing you could do is say sorry.
That's true. Actually, I've not thought about it like that.
Goes.
Just the word I have the most practice with. I didn't know you were doing this one.
That's what I said. Are we actually doing this one? I love it.
I
yes,
thought
we
you posted something else earlier.
It's
I
being
did.
pigeon time.
Let's go. I'm gonna make a clip for it to introduce this since we're doing this every week now. I'll make something funny. Okay, so which person named
Is that
Day
supposed to be
the
person?
which person named Day the Epstein files and why?
Bill Clinton and Michael Jackson never chop accused of any wrongdoing, while Prince Andrew denied the accusations against them.
Against them.
I feel like I should read that as Uck. Uck, Prince Andrew and Bill Clinton, they among high-profile figures where dear name de us court peppers, where give details of the connections of late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
The newly released records from part of one case against what's her name? Ghislaine? I can't ever say her name
Ghislaine?
right.
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine Maxwell Epstein girlfriend Wade they done jail sake of say he help abuse girl.
I didn't understand that last sentence.
He help. Say he help.
Say help, I'm abuser. But the documents so far known open major news allegations against Epstein or revelations against Eam associates.
Prince Andrew chop. What is chop?
Stop.
I don't know.
Stop.
Chop accuse say he grew up one woman way I deny. Way he deny.
Where he denies it.
Oh, okay.
Other
You're becoming
names-
fluent.
I can't say this one. Other names where the documents include singer Michael Jackson and magician David Copperfield, though no wrongdoing they alleged against them.
Aw. I mean, poor Michael Jackson has had to deal with like
He's not even
all that
around to,
while
like,
he's living. He's not here to defend himself. Olga Clinton. Olga
What is
Clinton? Is that an
Olga?
actual name?
Who's Olga? She knew.
I don't know whether that's a name or it's them.
Is there an Olga Clinton?
Anybody new to this chat, you gotta look up Pigeon Talk. It's a new thing that we've done for the last few streams, and this is how it's written. So we're just talking.
Yeah, we
about
gotta read it. We gotta read it.
Yeah.
Olga Clinton appeared for some number of the documents. The former U.S. president don't confirm say I'm the former associate of Epstein, but don't strongly deny say he sabi anything about him crimes.
Grimes.
Them released the first files where cover about 900 pages on Wednesday after one order by this is all the like real words. Order by New York Judge Loretta Preska. Okay.
One
we
full
can't
sentence is
we can't say many of those way dia name sure already they identified by dia media or for Maxwell criminal trial. Like
You're like, it's so jarring when you go back to your British accent.
yeah, the complicated words which are harder to say are just normal.
Judge Preska Ben Talk say many others no raise objection to the documents way them release. However, she been order say make them edit some names sake of say them go sabi victims of essay. We can't
What's
say
that
that in
last
English, right?
part? Sabi victims?
I don't know what sabi victims means.
Ah, we need a translator.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mike.
this Perush made
Some of the more than 100 people way they use.
I love how they say
my
people.
favorite one.
People, that is my favorite too. People.
100 people away they the list make allegations about other individuals or be potential witnesses, and more documents they expected to be released for coming days.
Epstein been plead guilty, say he asked for to be sold stuff on street corners from one minor for 2009, and he take him on life for 2019 while he day await trial over a trafficking charge. You chose one hell of an article.
Wow.
it?
Oh, there's actually texts. Or it doesn't really look
Maybe.
like text.
I'd be careful about what you
I
read
wouldn't
to
even-
that.
Yeah,
that one,
maybe we'll skip that. Just go back to pigeon. The newly released files.
Wait, did they
include-
translate that though? That is important. Did they translate the text?
I don't think they translate it. It looks
No,
like
it
Oh,
that's
when they do
regular.
quotes, they translate it, but with that, they didn't bother.
They just put the picture up, yeah. The newly released files include references to Joanna Sojberg. Been claims say Prince Andrew groped her breast when she's sitting for a couch inside. Seen Manhattan apartment for 2001.
there's your translation.
Sitting for a couch.
Buckingham Palace before Don talk say her allegations they categorically untrue. Dem no agree comment about the newly released documents. Dem say dem no longer they speak on behalf of the Duke of York. We no longer they carry out royal duties. BBC don't approach Prince Andrew for comment.
For one deposition, way already they reported Miss Sojberg then alleged Prince Andrew been put him hand on her Numenorian armor to pose for one photo. Look how they've spelt photo. Just put a PH there, it's the same word. With an order accuser Virginia Guthrie, and one puppet Wadem Wright, Prince Andrew on top.
Anoda. Why is that so funny?
Another,
People in
yeah.
another is the funny ones. For 2022, the British royal bin pay millions to Miss Giffrut, I don't know, to settle one case where she been filed to allege say ESA her when she be 17 years old.
Prince Andrew say he been never meet Mrs. Guthrie and deny her allegations.
Oh, there's more. Oh God, this is kind of a long one.
This is
I'm not
massive.
really-
Yeah, you will realize you're about halfway down.
Yeah.
This goes on forever.
We can read up to like maybe 10 minutes too.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
me?
Yeah.
For her deposition, Miss Guthrie talk say she been day forced to have intimacy with Ogbongi. What? Ogbongi people? What is that? With
Ogbong.
with
Ungbong.
Ogbong. I like the way you said Ogbongi.
It was such a serious suggestion. With Ogbongi people, including New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson.
Before I'm death last year, Olga Richardson been denied say he done ever meet Miss Guthrie and he no day charged with any crime.
Ogbongi.
Former U.S. President Clinton name also the court documents, although no get implications of any illegality. When they contacted for comment, representatives been referred to one statement where been dropped for 2019 say no sabi nothing about Epstein crimes.
No, it's that be nothing.
According to the records, Miss Schorschberg been testify say Epstein once tell her say Olga Clinton like them young they refer to.
Oh no!
What is
It's
this
not
thing?
funny. It's not funny, but the words would be
The words, not that what's happening, not the context, just the pigeon.
just
the pigeon.
This article should never have been on BBC Pigeon.
No, okay, I'm gonna do the last. This will be the last one, and then we'll get you the super chats. Okay, where was? Oh, D files include testimony from Maxwell Way Kun Fame. Say Olga Clinton been travel on board. Oh wait, that's one you just read, isn't it? Sorry. Olga Clinton been traveled on Epstein's plane on Wetton Day, described as humanitarian. Said that right? Trips to Africa for early 2000s, and for that time been praised Epstein as one committed philanthropist. Though he say he later cut ties with him.
We can't say
snap.
we can't put the H on he, but we can say philanthropist.
And humanitarian.
They're like, "Oh, BBC Pigeon philanthropist. Well, we can't.
Oh my god. Let's get Ian, thank you so much for the 25 pounds. I want a clip of Disparu reading that with the caption "Pigeon correspondent" underneath.
Official UK pigeon correspondent.
My name is Disparu, and I'm a pigeon correspondent.
Here with the hard-hitting news and the facts. God.
The truth.
John Thomas, thank you so much for the 5. This is only depositions for one civil suit, not the flight logs of Jism Lane's customer black book. Oh.
I don't even know what's real anymore, to be honest. If it's
No,
on the
me
internet,
neither.
you have to question it.
Mo Sizzlax for $4.99. Thank you. Worst Jamaican accents ever. Thank you.
Thank
Pigeon
you.
English.
I appreciate
Pigeon.
that.
I wasn't trying to do that accent though. That's just what
No,
you
that's
fall
just how
into
you
when you're
read.
trying to pronounce those words.
It makes it
Thanks.
easier to pronounce it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Jesus Davila gifted 1 membership. Thank you.
Yes, queen.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Disparu, but that's the best clip we'll ever have. We're never gonna top
No,
that.
it
We're gonna do. We're never gonna top
If he
it.
ever takes his sweater off, then that could be another clip.
Yeah, Joe wasn't
There's a
here today. I
t-shirt.
think
You
he
can
was
see
upset.
the t-shirt.
I wear clothes. It's gonna be a whole, like,
Except to
completing the
sleep.
chat.
'Cause
It's
pajamas are-
pointless. They're comfy. If they were that comfy, you'd wear them all the time.
Me name be Disparu and Pigeon.
Pigeon man.
Wait, read that. Read that,
Me.
please.
Me nam be Disparu and Pigeon man me be.
That's gonna so be in the intro for BBC Pigeon now.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Your dream's gonna come true, Ian. We will make it happen.
Official pigeon correspondent.
If you could find a group of 3 pigeons kind of huddled together and be like BBC Pigeon time with our faces.
Oh my God, yes.
You like to get AI to do like a pigeon version
Of
of
us?
each person. What would you look like as a pigeon?
Oh no.
Ooh.
Maybe. What the
This is the thing. There's a lot of people like, I don't like AI art. Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to get an artist to do that. But AI, you're like, do this
Easy,
creepy thing.
easy.
It's like, yes, I'd be glad to.
16-bit mascot? Thank you for the 350. I don't know what just happened, but Pigeon English.
I
is what
feel the
happened.
same way.
Honestly, like the more we do it, the more we're gonna understand BBC Pigeon.
I
and
know
by
we're gonna
that-
be fluent.
Like I think I'll just get my article sources from the BBC Pigeon. Oh my god, I might just do article reads on the BBC Pigeon on my own channel at this rate. This is how I'm going to get pop culture news.
On FNT, do you do the sources or is it Quarter Black?
It's actually Lady Gravemaster.
Yeah, but who puts them on the screen?
Oh, Quarter Black.
Oh. I was going to say, because if you had like a link database, you'd like sneak in a BBC Pigeon one, like
Oh my
about the topic,
God.
but nobody knows.
Sorry,
Great
good
BBC
feathers.
Pigeon.
Yes.
It just pulls up like, what?
I could do it for a Nooner or a BBC. Oh, it'd be so great on the BBC.
That's the thing, though. You'd have to wait for a time where the topic matches up with what they've actually got. But they do have an entertainment section, so.
That's true. If I find an article, maybe one day, maybe they could be based, or we can make fun of them if they're not based. I want to hear Gary read BBC Pigeon now.
Oh no, that would be hilarious.
Be perfect. Oh,
What if you just thought you couldn't Like, can you zoom in, please? I don't think I'm seeing this correctly.
How far do you want to zoom? Oh my god. Seeing him
All the way.
there was one picture from I think it was the first Vegas. I was sitting next to him. And my computer, you could see the text is like teeny tiny teeny on my computer screen. Now Gary's is like this big. I wish I could find that one. Oh well. It's not elder abuse. He's not an elder. He's like
You just can't see.
he doesn't have seeing privilege.
Yes. We need to make him. He's gonna be the next Daredevil.
Oh no.
We're gonna have him versus Echo. Except he's not pulling his punches.
Deranged lunatic for the 199. You three are the good feathers from Animaniacs. Yes, the good feathers. I love that.
Good feathers? I need to.
Yeah, you gotta look at the pigeons.
I watched
They're like the good-
Animaniacs, but I can't.
They're like the good fellas. They're Italian. The three pigeons.
I
they're the
remember
good
them.
feathers. Yeah.
Once you see them, you'll remember.
Yeah.
And
I
I
do.
made
When they get into a fight, like pasta fazool, like because it's a kids show, so they're not like swearing and then they stupid stuff like that. It's so funny. May, thank you for the $2. Real BBC sneak in a pigeon article.
Yeah.
And
BBC on a BBC.
Slosher, thank you for Canadian 5. Gary would take about 5 minutes to realize something's wrong, and it's not him being stupid.
Oh no.
Still one of my favorite FNT moments where we realize Chrissy isn't there about 2.5 hours in, and it's only because somebody mentioned breasts, and he's like, "That's Chrissy."
Gary, I told you she's not going to be here earlier. And he didn't realize.
It was what prompted him to realize was the best bit about it.
Oh god dang it. I feel like I laughed so much this episode.
I know, my cheeks hurt.
This is what happens when you're sober.
Yeah, you understand what's going on.
Although I'm sure people enjoyed us being sloshed last week.
Oh god, yeah, this is like a hard, this is a 180 from last week's stream because we're not drunk.
Happy New Year. New Year, new me.
New year, new me.
At least for a month.
I was going to say, is
In
it just for
February,
January? Or you're going to
February
try
will
and do
be
an
back.
as?
Let's just say I want to go to the beach, not like a whale. So I'm trying my best to slim down.
Whiskey.
Well, all of it. I want to be fitter. I want to be able to hike mountains again.
I thought you did.
I did, but I want to do it again. I just don't know which one will be the first. There's so many possible trips out there. I want to go to Machu Picchu, and Machu Picchu is not just about being fit. It's like how you use oxygen in your bloodstream. So I don't know how you train that besides living in higher elevation. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
I think you can get
What?
masks and stuff that restrict your breathing. Wouldn't that have the same effect?
I'll look it up. I'm sure there's videos on
So you
it.
have to
that can,
breathe stronger, more forcefully to breathe through something. I'm sure those things exist.
Probably. Oh, that would be so uncomfortable having to work out with a mask on. I literally have never done that.
Yeah, but it improves your lung strength because you get used to breathing at a certain kind of force.
Huh. That's actually not a bad idea. Once the trip is booked, I'll look into it. I don't want to have to force myself for now.
What do you guys have going on? We'll start with you, Disparu. What's your next video? Or you going to be on any live streams?
I just did the Star Wars video today, a few hours ago, about the new director and her previous comments. She likes to make people uncomfortable. I'm like, yeah, you just do that by your very presence in the room.
Your presence
After
makes
that,
me uncomfortable.
I'm not sure what's coming next. There will be Echo gets released on the 9th, so I'll definitely be covering that for sure. Should be interesting. I
Yeah,
just
and
hope that
then-
there are some kind of lines to talk about rather than just no noise.
And
Which
then,
I think
of
they would have
course,
done if they could.
next Saturday, he's got Saucy Saturdays, and we will have a guest, but we're going to keep it a secret until the day of.
Yeah.
What do you guys? I know Xray
think
Girl's got a
someone on the-
laundry list of what's going on for her this week, probably as
Sub to
usual.
the channel. They got painting Sunday Fun Day, Forbidden Frontier tomorrow. But Monday, the Doctor Who stream, as I said earlier, Zia has to take Chrissy's place. I'm trying to not say dirty words on her show called The Wet Spot. And so I will probably watch Demolition Man, and I forgot the other one.
Oh god.
Stop. What?
You've
Really?
not seen Demolition Man.
I don't even know what's about. Is it about a robot?
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
No,
Well, I will be
it is
watching
it is literally there's a guy fighting crime here and they get punished, so they get frozen, they go into the future and find out what the future is like. So you're transporting like an
Ooh.
old criminal and the guy that caught him essentially into the future. And
Well.
it is just pay attention to think about how much our world has changed in a few years compared to that world. It is creepy.
Me love them Demolition Man. Oh
And
god.
there's also a very big surprise happening at the end of the week.
Yes.
edition.
Thursday, keep your eyes out on I don't know whose channel it'll be, but somewhere out in the world. There
be-
might be some videos of
Just
Disparu.
seashells.
A peepo.
A
Oh.
peepo. A peepo. They cross the border to go see other people.
Across the other border.
I don't know.
Why? I just got a
I
British
can't make
accent,
up
whatever.
pigeon talk.
Was that supposed to be a British accent?
I
I don't
know.
know. No, I don't know what I'm saying.
The
I'm tired,
accent
okay?
was Not a British accent.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm better than
peepo
that.
stream.
Oh yeah, it's Running
No,
Man.
Wicked said something
Thank
about a
you.
British accent. I was like, what?
I don't know. I said something
It
and it
was
wasn't.
Running
I don't
Man.
know what I said.
Demolition Man and Running Man. Double feature.
Ooh.
see. But it'll just be my reaction, not the actual movie. I think people think that they're going to see the movie. No, you won't because of copyright.
Mhm.
So
Just do a countdown of when you start playing it. Or you can get like a timer so that people
I do
can
the
catch up
timer
as they're coming.
and the
Yeah.
subtitles. So then you at least have an idea.
Of where you're
And
at. Yeah.
I'm so expressive with like when Rambo gets when that last one, Rambo, First Blood Part 2, the explosion that happens with the grass, the dry grass with the oil, and he had to put the chicken blood. That was insane.
Well, in this one, you get to think about it. 'Cause I'm not sure anyone's worked it out exactly what you would do with the 3 seashells, and that won't make any sense to you now, but it will later.
Which one should I watch first?
Demolition Man,
Okay, thank you.
it's the best one.
Wait, no. So I want to watch the not as best one first, and then
Oh, well,
end
then
with. I
I
like
think
ending with-
Demolition Man's the best.
Okay, so I'll do Running Man, then Demolition Man. I have not watched Total Recall.
Oh,
I watched the more
You should
recent
watch
one.
Total Recoil.
With Colin Farrell. Was it Colin Farrell?
Oh, the remake. Yeah, the best bit of that is Kate Beckinsale trying to knock out a guy with her thighs.
Oh.
Once you just said Kate Beckinsale, it's just like it's over. It's fine. You don't have. She can do anything. It's
There's a scene in
beautiful.
a fight where they're on like different levels, and she slides across the floor with her legs open and hits him in the face with her crotch.
Oh. Best scene in cinematic history, according to. No, I'm just kidding.
And then there's another bit where like there's another bit underground where I think it's like his real
caught
life
that
or
too,
something.
Ian.
Yeah, the like
Wait, did I say it like that?
No, Disparu did.
Oh,
there's
Look
it's
who's
talking to his, like
here.
real wife or something, and she makes some comment about like what she tastes like on his lips, and it's like whoa.
oh my God!
Spicy.
Nick got this right. The clam slam. She clam
Yes.
slammed him.
From across the room. She like slid from miles across the floor. Like that
Well, there
must
you
have
go,
been a very
just real
shiny
quick.
floor.
Real quick before we end, you can ask Mazza if he knows that show you were talking about. I'm sure he does. What is it called?
Oh, Round the Twist. Moz will know Round the Twist, I'm sure. I know Lethal does. Moz and Most. He might be. Well, it is an old show.
That's what
but
I'm
I
saying.
would've
Mazza's
thought-
a baby.
Amaza's a baby.
Yeah,
they're
he's-
like
he-
22,
He's
right?
still basically a twinkle in the milkman's eye.
Twinkle in the milk. What? Oh my God.
What?
Have you not heard that?
I
a
have
twink-
heard of that.
Is this a Britishism?
I don't know. I'm
Brism?
supposed to know whether
Never
you've heard it
of
or not.
this.
Yeah, like if someone's really young, like if you go back, it's like, well, that was 15 years ago. You were just a twinkle in the milkman's eye.
That's like the spermie, right? Is that what you mean?
He knows it.
No, it's like just before, so like he's got the idea. Like he's like, this could happen.
Oh. It's a lot less dirty than I thought it was.
No, it's very because it's about to happen, right? Like it's not quite happened, but he's got the idea in his head. It's like, I'm going for this. The
All right,
thoughts there.
guys. We are gonna end. Make sure you're keeping an eye out for the end of the week. There's gonna be streams with Peepo. Watch Disparu's videos. Watch Xray's videos. Watch
you're
my
gonna
videos.
slip into that
Subscribe
and
to
not
all of our
realize.
channels because you know what? I'm so happy that we hit that 12K views on the last channel, but I'm not even at 4K subs. So if you like us, subscribe to us.
Sub to the
Please.
channel,
Sub
please.
to the channel. Yeah. Who
Sub
knows?
to the
Maybe we'll start
channel.
making like, member only content or something. Who knows?
Because the other
We're
thing
working on
is,
a lot.
what I usually do, and I'm going to tell Wicked to do this too. It's going to be member only content. The live stream will be there, but then it's going to go to members only.
She's like, I'm telling her to do it. Everything Xray Girl tells me to do, I listen because she's right. Oh, where's Ian? He's gonna say something. Every time I say I listened to Xray Girl and it was right, he goes, that grifter.
What?
Always, every time.
You
I
had
just
to
say,
be
yeah,
there.
yeah, there it is.
You
Oh,
had to
now I've
be
joined
there.
I've joined it.
Such a grifter. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna make something member only, I'd upload it on a side channel, like as does with his gaming streams and stuff. He's got HVB.
What?
Oh my
Gaming.
god.
Yeah,
You
what?
said HPV.
He's got a
No, I
voice.
said
Oh.
HBV.
Human papillomavirus.
No, that's just what you heard because you stick babies into blenders.
That has nothing to do with HPV.
Well, I don't know what kind of weird viruses you're cooking up over there.
Oh my goodness. But
But yeah,
Guys,
most people have
thanks
like
for
a live channel they switch over to.
yeah, we'll talk about it. Xray Girl's like my manager now. Thank you guys so much for another great show. We will be back next week with a guest. And again, look out. There's some special stuff happening this week. So pay attention. And we're out. Bye.
Bye.
So yeah.